Going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another tournament. It is going to be a double elimination, a two-faction tournament. You play one faction on the top side of the bracket, and you play a second one, a different one, can't play the same one, on the bottom side. So I'm going to be playing tonight. I'm a little bit rusty, but we're going to be playing Empire round 1, and round 2 it's going to be Kislev. So playing the good guys of the old worlds. And let's see if we're going to get into City round 1 and get sent to the pits. Oh, I got a buy round. Okay. So we will cast the players before us. Let's see. You want to? Hey, can we make timestamps? I'll make timestamps for you, William. Yeah, I'll do it for you, brother, for all the work you've been putting in. All right, so here's the brackets for today, and let's take a look. So jumping on over here, yes. You can see a lot of people do get a buy round. So I technically have won my first round. I'm going to be playing the winner of Hobo Honkers and Yankee Mosh Pit, and then oh my god, even if I win though, I'm going to have to play Anticity. Oh god. All right, so I guess we're not going to get that far. We're just playing the best player in the world, no biggie. Even if I get past Hobo, who's probably better than me too. And then if you lose, you go down to the pits of hell. And that is where I think my best chances will lie in the pits, if I had to say. All right, so let me go to Hobo Honkers. Hobo lobby code, please. Thank you. So we're going to cast the Honkers game. Me and Tommy had like 6 games today, and now you're fighting. Well, that's what you get, dude. You know, you got a battle king. All right, so Hobo Honkers game is here. Lobby is up. I don't know about that melody. That's pretty funny. All right, so we got Dwarves for Tzeentch. I played this on ladder. I actually had a really good replay. Going to be going up in the next few days. But here we have Hobo Honkers on the Dwarves versus Yankee Mosh Pit on Tzeentch. Very curious to see how he's going to be doing it. Ent, is he the number 1 player? He's not the defending world champion at the moment, but the other, yeah, we'll see. I don't know if the defending champ is super active at the moment. We're going to have to find out. But yeah, Ent is probably, top 2, if not the strongest right now. I don't know. We'll have to see. We're going to have a championship soon. I'm just kind of trying to juggle the scheduling of it with like potentially new stuff, like new content. So it'll be a little bit more exciting. But we'll see. We will see. All right. So it begins. Dwarves versus Tzeentch on the Arachnarok Lair is going to be the map. Did not expect to get so many people showing up tonight, man. We got a pretty good showing for a 2-hour announcement, and we got like over 20 people, it looks like, which is great. And let's see what these players got schemed here. Yes. Kazakit Ha. That's right. Bets for the Dowie are actually not bad into Tzeentch. Tzeentch's armor piercing is a little bit awkward. You have it on the Centaurs and the Flamers and the Exalted Flamers of Tzeentch. So where they get their AP, requires a lot of finesse. It's not like a faction that can just be like, I'm going to bring an Unga Bunga cost-effective great weapon to fight the Dwarves. Because Tzeentch is infantry of halberds, right? You don't have like a true AP infantry. So yeah, for Tzeentch, probably on this map, Exalted Flamers of Tzeentch and using the trees to line of sight and like try and roast the dwarves. Control the skies, call in Changebringers, dive range units with Furies. That's kind of what I would expect here in this matchup. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, yeah. Just hanging in there, man. All right, so what the hell is this build? Double Soul Grinder of Tzeentch. What planet are we on? Holy shit, that is off meta. I don't feel super confident in the Soul Grinders in this matchup. I feel like they're meant to snipe SEs, and if dwarves go wide, they're just not going to give a shit. All right, so Longbeard maxing, which is not bad. Longbeards will be able to defeat Zangors and pretty much any Tzeentch infantry. And yeah, they look super cool. Granted, I can't help but think maybe the shielded versions are better, although I guess if you're hedging your bets against warriors, the gray opens are safe. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. All right, guys, the map is the Khorne Corruption, Arachnarok Lair. A little bit off for the matchup, but let's go ahead and break down the factions. So for Tzeentch, they do have Zangor. Zangors are, I would say, meta-adjacent in this matchup. They, of course, can Vanguard on this map, get the objectives very quickly for Yankee Moshpit. And, yeah, they're shielded, so they're not going to win any beauty contests, but they could probably beat a Dwarf Warrior and or a Dwarven Miner. But anything above that, they are going to be struggling. Ent's gone full filth today. No, I might have to play you. It's okay. Hobo will send me to the pits before I have to face you, and then he can suffer. Is it Slaanesh Anticity versus my poor Empire? Oh, God, dude. All right, we got a couple blues in the back. A Chaos Lord of Tzeentch on what appears to be a horse. Yeah, he's another weird pick. Like, the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch is a halberd character. He's anti-large. So I don't know how effective that is going to be. So Marauder Horseman and double Soul Grinder. Like, this build has so much anti-large. It's like, it's almost as if he was expecting Thorgrim or some sort of a Thunder Barge up in the sky or something. It is a hog wild ass build. So we'll have to see. Noctilus, I love it. You know, part of me, Noctilus, never wants to do it just so I can keep getting these comments from you. They just make me laugh every time. It's so good. But it will happen someday, I promise you. All right, Longbeards. Longbeards are fine in this matchup. I like them. 100 armor, magic res, you know, they'll be fine against pretty much any of the infantry variants. A little bit weak against the shooting maybe, but honestly, most of Tzeentch's cost-effective armor-piercing shooting is just a flamethrower anyways. Homie is also going in with triple Goblin Hewer. So, yeah, he's going to be rocking these guys and just trying to push up on Tzeentch and, you know, and do it to it. All right. On top of that, we got a Rune Lord. Rune Lord is going to be using the Rune of Slowness. The idea is to use the Rune of Slowness to lock down the Soul Grinders or something big, you know, big valuable target, and then just shred them with the Goblin Hewers. A little bit of skirmishing going down here. The dwarves walking through the fire and brimstone, and they're going to be like, "Oh, hey, we got explosives," and oh, like just kidding, you guys are out of range. We're just teasing. It's like a fake pitch, you know, in baseball when like the pitcher will like pretend they're throwing to, you know, get out someone trying to sneak a base or something. That's basically what just happened right there. All right, so the Dowie hordes are advancing up. Yes, there they go, and a little bit of firepower activated from the Soul Grinders. I mean, Soul Grinders are good AP fighters at the end of the day, so if they have to, I mean, I think sniping the Goblin Hewers would be better. Because the Poseidon bolts from the Soul Grinders would actually do potentially decent damage against the Goblin Hewer cannons themselves or the artillery pieces, and maybe you could knock some of those offline. We'll have to see. All right, so the Dowie moving up, and another Dowie trooper coming up behind him here. Hopefully we didn't have a crash already. I feel like there's always like a cursed first game where there's a crash and then there's like not another one, but if the Dowie wins, Turin has to play a horrible matchup. It's true. I'm ready to suffer for my sins. It's kind of a lose-lose for me. You know, either have to play Hobo Honkers, who's a really good player on Dwarves, which is a counter to Empire, or I have to play Anticity on Slaanesh, which is probably more suffering. I would probably I'd rather take the Dwarves. Not gonna lie. All right, so the Dwarves are advancing up, and there are going to be a couple of Furies coming overhead. And it does look like the Furies are going to be landing on the Goblin Hewers. Now, that's a really good play by Yankee Moshpit. Goblin Hewers are manned by Slayers, which means they're incredibly weak against infantry-sized things. Not incredibly weak, but inefficient is probably the more accurate way of putting it. So I like the Fury cycle charging there. He does a little bit of damage against one of them, and is going to be pulling back. But now the Dowie have arrived, and there is going to be a reckoning. Objective 3. Going to the Dowie, so they are able to secure that. And the middle objective going to be going to the Dwarves as well. And now the Goblin Hewers are turning. They're launching their axes at the old Soul Grinder there, and you can see the Soul Grinder is going to be piecing out, trying to flee the scene, and it looks like he will maybe weasel out of there. It's a little bit of a close one, but now Yankee is going to be pulling back, and Forsaken are fine in this matchup, and that's probably why, honestly, we saw the Longbeard spam from Hobo Honkers, is because of the efficiency of the Forsaken in general, right? And Forsaken will lose pretty horrifically against the Longbeard Great Open, so I could see that being kind of the tail of the tape there. I think that's pretty good. All right, Dwarves just going to be planting their feet down on 2 objectives. I mean, they could go for a third, but there's not really a reason to. For them, it's just like, we get to sit here for 9 minutes and just kind of, you know, enjoy our brews and win the game. Because, yeah, it's going to be on Tzeentch to uproot them. Zangors coming in. Tzeentch, does it have a Sorcerer? I don't see the Harry Potter yet. And the Goblin Hewer does take a lot of damage, but it actually gets in range of that Soul Grinder, which is a big micro blunder. Yankee's got to get that bad boy back. And honestly, if he gets his Soul Grinders like up here on the hill and just shoots in, that's actually pretty good, yeah. like unloading onto the Goblin Hero with all those blues and pinks and the Horsemen, that is cost effective. That is not bad at all. All right, down here on the bottom, we do see the dreaded Miners, and the Longbeards are going to be surging forward to intercept the Forsaken of Tzeentch, while we do see some more Miners moving over this way. And ladies and gentlemen, the battle continues to unfold. The Longbeards clashing with Forsaken down on the low ground. They got their big old great axes. And these Forsaken are going to be taken to Pound Town pretty badly. Forsaken simply lack armor piercing to really get through these guys. You can see it's a pretty one-sided fight so far. But with Furies rear charging in, that could become a 2v1 that they can actually win. Although, honestly, the Miners with blasting charges, if they just move in and flank them, maybe can turn the tide of the fight. All right, Furies have descended, and it looks like the Chaos Lord's going to be coming in as well. And the Dwarves are actually threatening a triple cap. They call in a Miner, I was like a Miner with blasting charges, but just a regular Miner. And they are sitting on the point, going to be fighting Zangors, but Longbeards as well as, I believe, some Giant Slayers, no, just Longbeards, are going to be moving down towards the point. And the Dwarves are looking pretty comfy right now. The Giga Chad Longbeards, despite being like 4v1'd, are not hearing any bell yet, although the Warp Flame lowering their armor down to 90 is going to make the Forsaken a little bit more effective. But alas, they do finally break. His blasting charges do come in to try and help, and some Rangers are being called in from the Dwarves to try and just peel off, you know, some of the supporting elements. Maybe pick off the Marauder Horsemen in the back. We will have to see what that ends up being. Back here, the Dwarven Vanguard has arrived. The Longbeards and the Miners are going to be bullying the Tzeentchian infantry as the Zangors get sent to the Shadow Realm. Giant Slayers have been called in by Hobo Hunkers, and the Giant Slayers are going to be hunting down the Soul Grinder of Tzeentch back here. So there they go, rolling dirty. Objective number 1 still owned by Tzeentch, but probably not for too much longer. And down here, the Dwarves are on this point, but the Dwarven reinforcements have arrived, and the Goblin Hewers are getting in there. We got all 3 Goblin Hewers using all of their ammo, actually throwing at the Chaos Lord, and not doing a ton of damage yet, but it looks like a Master Rune of Slowness, so homie's at 28 speed right now, and it looks like the Mirror Knowledge? What the hell is this shit? Speed penalty on those things, and it reveals them? Who even has that ability? I don't know if I've ever seen that used. Okay, it lowers the speed of a unit and reveals hidden units. Interesting. But the Goblin Hewers do actually boink down that Chaos Lord a little bit, forcing him back. The Goblin Hewers, of course, can be unsummoned once you use them. That's usually the correct play. And the Dwarves are winning the fight pretty decisively down here. The Giant Slayers and the Dwarven armor proving a little bit too much for the Tzeentch forces. As you can see, the Marauders, the Barbarians, are sandwiched by a wall of Dwarven steel. Do we have any Lore Masters in chat? Is Mithril a thing in Warhammer Fantasy? Is that like a thing they have? Like, what is like... Do the Dwarves have like a more precious metal? Like Gromril. Oh, it's Gromril, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. Well, anyways. The fight continues to rage on as the Dwarves do push back the forces down here. The Forsaken going to be running. This fight's a little bit better for Tzeentch. Tzeentch able to overwhelm with sheer numbers, and now the Dwarf Lord is going to be getting attacked there by the Chaos Lord. We'll see how that goes. Hewers are going to be kiting back. Soul Grinder down here, almost out of ammunition and almost out of health as well. But we do get some Giant Slayers rolling, and so far the Dwarves are pretty well ahead on value. 6.3 against 3.5 at this point. Certainly looking a little bit decent for ye old Dowie. All right, coming on down, Longbeards with Great Uppins as well as Miners are going to be approaching on Objective 1 just to secure that. The Dwarves are actually losing objectives to some rotates, so Yankee Moshpit with some nice rotation play. You know, he'll move a big mobile force of Forsaken, then he's going to roll over here and grab this objective. And honestly, is that going to have a chance of keeping him in the game? I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if it did. And the Chaos Lord obviously will beat a Rune Lord in combat. There are some modalities of a comeback here for Yankee Moshpit, who has been behind so far. But if the Chaos Lord takes down the Rune Lord right here, the Forsaken can keep maneuvering, stealing the objectives. A couple Centaurs of Tzeentch came out as well, which are really good in this matchup. You know, risky to charge head-on into a big infantry blob, but pretty good at picking things off. Furies on top of the Rangers with Great Uppins, cost-effective, but one Soul Grinder does go down. So it has paid the troll toll, but this objective is in the clutches of the Changer for now. The Dwarf Tide going to be waddling up from Objective 1. Meanwhile, down here on Objective 3, Tzeentch is still managing to hold on to this right here. All right, Chaos Lord, confident but exhausted. So too is the Rune Lord, although he's only very tired. But the charge bonus and the armor piercing of the combat stats are slowly getting that Rune Lord down, which Dwarves are probably one of the factions in the game that care the least about losing their Lord. I mean, it still sucks. You know, your chaff units will route quicker, but Dwarven base leadership is just so freaking high. Like, Grim Delvers, what's their leadership? It's 79 right now, 74 base. Slayer's obviously unbreakable. Longbeards, I think, are like 80 leadership or something, so it's really, really tough to break Dwarves. As it should be, of course. But the Rune Lord is getting his butt kicked. Yankee Moshpit making this unorthodox build have a little bit of stopping power in it as the big dog does move in. And is the Dwarf Lord going to go down? 87 HP. Probably not long for this world as he does get bullied. Now, middle objective, though, overwhelmed by Dwarven forces. They just have so many bodies on the battlefield. It's going to be so incredibly tough to just get rid of all of these long beards. And, yeah, Tzeentch doesn't seem to have anything to deal with that. Yeah. All right, Grimdelvers are out. Nice Grimdelver ambush. Beautiful. Able to get a big volley onto the Chaos Lord. The Chaos Lord loses a fair amount of HP and is going to be just charging for the cover of the tree line here, trying to get his Angor homies together. But the Grimdelvers are going to keep following him and relocating their ranks. And if that Chaos Lord is not careful, he could be paying the troll toll. Marauder Horsemen of Tzeentch throwing weapons in the back. Objective 1 here with the Dwarves. Objective 2 taken back by the Proud Dowie. And the Rune Lord has not been finished off yet. He's been getting golf carted around by the Soul Grinder, which is just classic Total War jank, but I'm sure he will get taken out eventually. All right. Grimdelvers. Who doesn't love some Dwarven firepower, man? It's great. Mowing down the Chaos Lord, Changer Die activated to give homie a little bit of ward save, and it looks like he does secure that outside objective, but the Dwarves are on the precipice of getting a triple cap. And Tzeentch is just kind of outvalued here. Have we even seen a Harry Potter from Tzeentch? Now, that is a huge mistake. Even though dwarves do have magic resistance, a big vortex is still going to mess up like a blobbed up dwarven gun unit here. Beautiful Grimdelver volley right there. Really, really nice. And we do see the running of the Soul Grinder. Now, somebody in chat asking, aren't regular riflemen worth it for the dwarves? They're good. They're okay. But the Grimdelvers are just so much better because they sneak up on you. So these bad boys can Vanguard deploy, and they can ambush you and just do a ton of damage. And that's a big thing, right? If people can see dwarven guns, they can plan for them. But with these bad boys, it's really hard to do it. All right, last Samurai going down. We got about 800 HP on the Chaos Lord as he makes a desperate run for the edge of the battlefield. He's abandoning his host, it looks like. -7, and the Dwarven Gyrocopter has come into the Flamethrowers, and Homeboy is going to be routed. And now my suffering will begin at the hands of the Dwarves. GG, well played. Really nice match. The build, I think Yankee Moshpit played well with what he had. I just think his build had just too many glaring inefficiencies, and he kind of paid the troll toll a little bit. Like the Forsaken, like his reserve army is good. This is all fine. But the starting army, like, you need a wizard with Tzeentch. You have to have a wizard, because if you don't, you're not going to really utilize your army abilities. Yeah, so some small issues here and there, but overall, a very, very fun match. Values, anything of note, really? Not really. Hewer's got 1,500 and 1,100 there. Soul Grinders kind of got shut down, and that is going to be it. GG, well played in round uno. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to rejoin this lobby, and we are going to be facing Hobo Honkers here. He needed his wizards. He needed his Harry Potters, yeah. All right. So let me check on the tournament, see if there's any adminning. Looks like everything is good. Everybody is chilling out and having a good old jolly time, which is what we like to see around here. And Hobo Honker is actually the fastest win so far in the tourney. All right. Let's get the Honkers. Yo, yo, send me to the... Hey, Turin, been digging the YouTube uploads lately. Glad to hear it. Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up here. Good times, good. Yeah, no, I know this is going to be fun. Dwarves vs Empire. I have won this matchup a handful of times. It's honestly a matchup that is very, very dependent on the map. The map is like everything here for us. Okay, and we are in round 2, so the round 2 map is going to be what? We have the Edge of the Darkwood, which is fine. It's a good map. All right, all right. Are dwarves a strong matchup against Tzeentch because of magic res? I mean, that's part of it, certainly. Yeah, it helps a lot. There's a couple other variables. I'll try. Okay. Edge of the Darkwood is the map. All right, so we're playing the dreaded Dowie. Here's Wookiee as a consolation prize. I kind of want to try some tinfoil hat. Yeah, and I'm very pumped for Dow 4, man. We should have the updated version of Total Tavern ready for that. And we're going to launch a new website for it. So it's going to, essentially, we're going to be trying to start like a pro league for Dow 4. Like look for, assuming it doesn't suck. If it launches and multiplayer sucks and is poorly balanced, we're not going to put in that much effort. But if it does, if it's good, we will definitely do like a pro league type thing, which would be very, very fun, I think. All right, so let's do this. Let's do that. Good, Anakin. Greetings. Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome to the stream. Yeah, good to have you here, man. Trevator. I have a co-replay from me and 5 other beginner Jason buddies playing a match, and it's like an hour of Super Bronzodia plays. I might be interested. Yeah, I might. So yeah, I wanna make like a big competitive scene for Dow 4 and be a part of that, but we just gotta hope it's. I really would love to get my hands on it early so I could know if it's gonna be Haggard or not. You know. Oh man, it's stressful. Looking forward to maining your Necrons. Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome. I think you gotta believe in a thing called love. All right, so let's get this and this. And then, who do we want to get here? How do we play this? I mean, last time I tried this, it didn't work. I remember being very unhappy about it. But, like, it is, like, a proven style and strategy. I hope they'll let you paint your army in Dow 4. I would wager there'll be some sort of an army painter type thing. Yeah, could be. Could be. Okay. Is it end-en or is it no end-en? We're about to find out here. Okay, so that's fine. I could have sworn they did mention the army painter. They probably did. Yeah, I would wager we'll get something of that ilk. All right. Wagons against dwarves. That's an interesting concept. Don't know how much I love it, though. Always end then? Okay, you're saying the answer is to always end then. Right. I respect that. All right, so we're going to do that. Is this worth bringing? I think we just do a little bit of this. I think that's the way. So we got some dough. As far as the cab options go in this matchup, you got a couple cool ways to play it. Black Rose Knights, honestly, I think are kind of underrated in this matchup, although baseline Empire Knights are also very good. Okay, so then we want to get you, and... Yeah, does that look good? I think there's a couple essential things missing. A little bit of this. And then what do we do? Bring the wagons? Yeah, I'm tempted to bring the wagons, dude. Fear them. Fear the wagons of doom. Flagellants, unfortunately, are just going to get Shadow Realmed. If I'm not mistaken. Let's get you. Do this. All right. So it begins, guys. The great battle for our time. We will see if we can fend off the dreaded Dowie onslaught. It's very stressful. Facing the dwarves, as you know. Is that even really worth it on both of you? I don't think so. I think we do that, and then we just get one of these guys. Yeah, that's good. All right. Although, no, I think it is. We're almost ready, guys. Almost ready. So maybe we just have you sit back. Yeah, with a little bit of that. I actually kind of like this idea. I've just come up with some forbidden tech. Yeah, that's cool. And as far as other units go, we can grab some of these homies to get to the outside there and call it a frickin' day. All right. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, this is going to be a curious one. We're going to try our best. It's a kind of a skew build. This is a build that's very much a gamble. See how it works out. Let's have some fun. It's a hard matchup. Probably 70-30 for dwarves. But not unwinnable, though. Not unwinnable. Yeah, Dow 4, I hope it's good, man. There is a former Total War competitive player from Warhammer 2 who's actually one of the developers for the game. So I was like, that gives me a bit of hope. I'm like, all right, one of us. We got one of us on the inside. And he was like a really good competitive Total War 2 player. Very solid. You know, he would win tournaments from time to time. So it's not not somebody who's unfamiliar with multiplayer. All right. Engineers. All right. So we're going to go back here. We got Big Pimp and Geltz going, and you're going to be in 3. Okay, Free Company can go out there with the grenade launchers moving up here to help grab that too. In case there's any funny business. Yeah, War for Westeros got delayed. Yeah, you never know what to expect with that type of stuff. Let's put you in 7. 4 maybe, group you guys together. So Hellstorm rocket batteries to win the artillery trade. You know, that's kind of how it has to be. All right. We got Balthazar Gelt. He's actually decent. Just dropping Searing Dooms on dwarves is pretty cost effective. And it allows you to go double character and still get a mage. Though arguably bringing a big combat beast might not be bad either. He's only got 10 units. Pretty small army, actually. All right, so let's come out of the woods. Grab this. And you guys are going to move up. Go grab the middle objective. And you are going to move up like this. So does he have artillery? He does not. We have Goblin Hewers in the woods. Okay, so he might be going for my back objective, which is fine. We just play the middle and the outside. That is going to be a Dwarven mining unit coming, and we just grab this. We have restocks. We have Sunmakers. Let's get them over here. And that objective is going to go to us. And Goblin Hero. I don't know how actually we super effectively deal with that. It's kind of an interesting one. All right, let's go blast right there. Gelt's coming up there. We do get the victory point. Grenade launcher is going to come over here. And now we probably want to start calling out some of these guys. Get some great swords moving up to actually fight the fights. Here comes the firepower. Gelt can come over there and help a little bit if we want to, but we should be able to keep these guys off this objective because they are not the blasting charge variant. So now we're going to get you on the back point. Grenade launchers are going to come over and we're going to start grenade launching. And that is what appears to be a cannon back there. Yeah, okay. We knew he would bring cannons. It was inevitable here. All right, so we're going to put you in 6, and he's not quite in range yet. So we just kind of range out on that, start shooting again, and the grenade launchers can also run over there and help, although probably keeping him off that back point is going to be pretty essential. He is going to go for our point here, 100%. It's going to happen. Gelt can go, run a little bit of interference, rip one more volley. That's going to go to us. And what does he have here? Longbeards? Okay, so we're going to shoot you there. Drop it like it's hot. Keep going. That is the Mercurial shot. We know he's going to the back objective, so let's go ahead and get some Hawkland set up. And, yeah, great. So far, so good. We're laying into these guys. The engineer character can just keep the jacket going. Those are going to be Dwarven Rangers, so let's blast and blast. And now he is arriving at my back objective with the Hewers. So we should probably just run, honestly. So let's get you up. I'll get you over there. And we can get the artillery to shoot here and shoot here for now. All right. So those are Norgeling's Iron Chads. Yeah, kind of a menacing unit. And our engineer character is doing God knows what. He's just running off into the Shadow Realm there. So we're going to unleash the Longbeards, unleash the Longbeards. Grim Delvers are over there, so we got to watch out. That's scariness. All right. So, yeah, let's just start shooting. And the Great Swords are going to come over, and we're going to get you guys unleashing on them as well. And now we need to run, because something hit us. I don't know what it was. I guess the Ranger Volley just hit us there? Yeah, a little bit hard to tell. All right, you guys pull back. Balthazar Gelt's going to save his mana. And, yeah, it's not going terribly so far, as we are getting some decent salvos into the woods. And we can be really liberal with our shooting, because we have restock, so we're not too concerned about it. Oh, hello. God, what am I doing with this engineer? Jesus Christ, he's just so reckless. All right, so let's get the Outriders, get you guys up on the point for now. Just keep holding on to the double cap. And we are getting a little bit of action in the woods. And now we can go ahead and call in some Black Rose Knights to come over and help out. Move up on the edge of the point. And you go here. Just keep Outrider blasting those guys. We've got to watch out for the Rangers right now, so there they come. And let's just shoot into you. And we're going to go ahead and shoot into you here as well. All right, so you guys get back. Retreat, retreat. The dwarves have arrived up on the point, and then we're just going to have to find a way to get them off the back point safely. So you guys stay right here, you guys stay right here. And the Hawkland long rifles are going to get close enough that if he pops out again, we should be able to blast him. All right, so keep shooting at the dwarves here. Yeah, shooting out of the trees is fine. And yes, the artillery is boinking. We're going to shoot at the Hewer here. Oh, those are actually Rangers with great weapons. Interesting. All right. Should be able to get that objective still, though. All right, and we got to maintain a little bit of capture weight on here. Run you guys away. And, yeah, this engineer, we can just restock the Sunmaker just to keep the cooldowns going, you know, nice and fresh. Black Rose Knights, he's got a lot waiting in the woods. So those are Norgeling's Iron Chads, but we got to get you guys back up on the point there. Looking fine. All right, so you guys get here. Let's pull the Outriders down and under. Balthazar Gelt can go hunting the cannon, although it's very risky, actually. All right, so let's shoot. Mercurial shot is ready. The grenades can come over to the tree line and try and help out. And it looks like we might be able to get this. All right, let's turn and turn. Just kind of punish the blobs here. The great swords need to get back, and we don't get the objective, which is fine. We have a big lead, so we don't need to be hasty. Ooh, okay. Don't want to risk losing Gelt. That would be bad. Okay. So we're going to bring him over here. Bring in some more Black Rose Knights over there. Looking good. The Hewer is coming for us, so we're going to drop some grenades on them. Outstanding. And Balthazar Gelt is going to keep juking, and we got to keep dodging there. Let's bring the Outriders over this way. Black Rose Knights. Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. That's a good one right there. All right. Master Rune of Slowness, not really doing much. Yeah, you bad boys are coming. The dwarves are not sneaking up on us there, which is good. And this is pretty devastating for them, for sure. He's going to try and run back into the trees now, but we should be good to actually get him a little bit more. So we're going to charge and then take the Black Rose Knights over here to go get these guys. Let the salvos keep singing, and Gelt needs to just keep waddling away from the shooting here while we do probably get triple capped here, but I think we'll get this back objective back very quickly. You know, I think it's going to happen pretty fast. All right, so the grenades are going. Outriders are shooting. You Black Rose Knights can come up and under and just keep unloading on them. We are up on value, and we have restocks. So as long as I don't lose Gelt to some stupid shit, we're probably going to be okay. All right, great swords waddle up in the middle. The Empire Mobility Corps has done very well. Let's get you guys back. And the Black Rose Knights here can go dispatch that Goblin Hewer. And now what we can do is start shooting at these open field units, because he's hiding a lot of his other stuff, right? Okay, Mercurial Shot. Let's go on the Rangers. The Greatswords have gotten in. We've been able to run those guys down. And are they actually going to be offline? Yeah, we need to make sure they go offline here. Just keep all that firepower singing, and we're going to get on you guys. Should have brought Plague of Rust as a spell. Would have been very good, actually. But alas, what can you do? All right, so these Free Company, we probably just unsummon them. The objective's coming to us. And that was a pretty big rip down back there. Pretty big. All right, you guys go here. You guys go here. Keep shooting at the Hewers. And, yeah, he's getting lit up pretty good. He's getting lit up pretty good, like. We're going to get another Greatsword moving towards the middle. We need to unsummon shit, because in this matchup, you tend to run out of units to call in, so. All right. Now you Outriders can set up. We're going to get the Engineer back. We can just drop, like, a casual Searing. No, he's moving. Shit. Oh, well. It was wasted. Yeah, I should have done a Final Transmutation on his blob there. That would have been the play. All right, let's shoot this guy, and then we're going to get you to start shooting at the Dwarf Lord too. Greatswords are chilling. Let's go fight these Slayers in the woods with their freaking Hewers, and you guys can come across and help finish them out. He's going to do a Rune of Wrath and Ruin, the dreaded Dwarven party there. Yeah, look at that. All right, let's restock the Sunmaker, so we pretty much have infinite ammo on our artillery. Greatsword's going to cruise up. Let's get some Lance Demis. Oh, what the hell is that? What is that? Oh, it's a restock. I was like, do the dwarves have some weird particle effect I'm not, like, familiar with here? I don't know, man. All right. Probably one more Greatsword is fine. Yeah, let's just get the slow-moving pieces in play. We do see the Dwarven Cannons. The Black Rose Knights should dispatch these guys, and these Greatswords can just start moving up. So the Dwarven Cannons are going to hurt pretty bad. So those are Giant Slayers and Giant Slayers. We're getting some nice DACA here. He might be sneaking around with some Longbeards, which is fine. Not too concerned about that. Gelt could go on a Spec Ops mission to deal with those. You know, let's finish off these Norglings Ironbreakers. Those guys are just such Giga Chads, man. They're such a menace. Oh my god. All right, and Spearmen, so just get bodies up for capture weight, because that's what we're going to need. But yeah, here we go. Okay, so let's drop a Searing Doom on you. Do a little bit of this. So you shoot here. You shoot here. Keep the Mercurial Vision going. And we're going to go ahead and do a little shot on you. All right, Gelt's going to stay nearby. Let's get up. Keep the vision. Yeah, he's obviously going to want to try and flank me at some point. Okay, so yeah, now we can light him up. Let's light him up. And we're going to get you in combat right here with you. And you're going to go ahead and light these guys up. All right. Great. So these guys got a little bit far forward. Let's bring the grenade launchers over. Outriders can get back. Hawklands can keep chilling. And even though this looks like I'm winning decisively, it's just how the matchup often goes. The dwarves are just so good against Empire that they can be this far behind and still win. So, yeah, you got to watch out for it. All right. Restock you. Ammunition restock, pretty goated. And the Greatswords have arrived. The Hawklands are laying into them. Let's shoot at the Giant Slayers. We should be able to win that back objective eventually. And now we can call out some Demi-Lances and move through the trees, because we know he's probably trying to sneak up on my arty. So, yeah, that's going to be a good play. All right. Let's shoot you guys, do this. Outriders can come here and shoot these guys as well. The Chad Swords probably just get in combat with the dwarf characters. That's going to be the best bet. And I honestly think I'm going to use a Final Transmutation here, guys. I think it's going to happen. All right, this guy, let's get him over to restock the Hawk and Long Rifles. Just keep the value train going. And the Black Rose Knights, we're going to go flank and try and get on the cannons. All right, so let's do this. Attack ground here, that's going to hit everybody. He's probably not going to expect that. You know, I think it's going to be a little bit weird. But yeah, we do get the Final Transmutation, and we hit a lot of his units. And the Hawklands are lighting him up. We have a lot of capture weight coming in, so that should be nice for us. All right. Black Rose Knights down through the forest. How's the firepower going? Still going nicely. Did the Demi-Lances discover anything? They haven't. So we got to watch out for cannon fire, because he's going to want to shoot my Demi-Lances for sure. All right, so Gelt's getting a little Final Transmutation on the dreaded dwarves. Let's get those Rangers offline. You guys move up. And do we have anyone defending the back objective? We do. Great. So that is what is cooking. Got to make sure our Lord doesn't get sniped. So you're going to go up this way. You're going to go up that way. And the grenade launcher here, we're going to unsummon you. We need to make sure we have fresh shit on the battlefield. And the middle objective is coming into our clutches now. So this is where the dwarves pull ahead on value, or potentially do. I mean, usually when they get the swing back like this, but with the extra ammunition we have, it's pretty damn good. All right, so we're going to restock you. And we're going to get back on the artillery piece. Can we do that? Oh my god, there should be like an easier way of doing this. All right. Oh, it's so clunky. Holy shit. Okay. So the great swords unfortunately got wrecked a little bit, but some of them are still fighting in the pits. We have the double artillery. We do get on one dwarven cannon piece, and now we're going to get on the other one. So any little success we can have like that is quite good. And while the cannons are tar pitted, we're going to bring out the boys. All right. Do I have another final transmutation overcast? I actually do. Might be able to punish the dwarf lord with that. And we're going to come back here and get the Sunmaker. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good play. And the dwarves right here, we're going to just get them with a fat final transmutation and hopefully punish them. All right, so one dwarven cannon has paid the troll toll. Massive. And the demi-lances are going to pop out of the bushes now and clean up. And we do get a big final transmutation, which actually might hurt those dwarves there. Believe it or not. All right. Why are those demi-lances so slow? Oh my god, they're just like taking their sweet time. But yeah, that final transmutation did work. Not bad at all. Let's go get into the other cannon now, see if we can weasel over there while the lance demis will come out and start sweeping. All right. You can see how the unsummons become very important in this matchup. And this engineer will have another restock here in a second. Let's shoot at the rangers. Let's get the lance demis to go jump them right there. We can do a little bit of a Searing Doom on these guys there. The dwarf lord is about to get pimp caned by Balthazar Gelt, which is good. We're leaving you on the back point to make sure no funny business happens. And that cannon, unfortunately, does stabilize. But the demis have gotten into the mix. And the dwarves are looking very, very bare bones here. We can get a mercurial shot down the side. I have one more restock. Old Pimp and Gelt doing it, getting it done. All right, Dwarf Lord is down. Pretty nice. And now we need to get the demis back into the trees. So we're going to go hide them in the trees so they can get away from the cannons. And we just start calling in reinforcements, man. Now, one thing to note is we do have a Master Engineer who has been buffing the artillery for accuracy and a couple other things this entire game. So very, very cool stuff. All right, you go get in the trees. Dwarves are going to try some back pressure, so we just go get you guys to chill right there and make sure that doesn't happen. And we just win the game on these 2 points is going to be the game plan. All right, so you're here. Great swords are still chewing. We're going to get the mercurial shot right down the side on you guys. And we can do a Searing Doom on you too, which hopefully will be good. All right, so that's going to dunk on the dwarves there, I hope. And let's call out another great sword. Just get them moving up towards the middle, and they're going to move up towards the middle here. Okay, so the dwarves do get it a little bit there. The artillery is still feasting like the heathen kings of old, so now we're going to get that goblin hewer. The lance demis got really messed up by that cannon. Holy shit. All right, let's just go see if we can feast on some longbeards and do our thing. We're a little bit light on cab, but we are going to get some Black Rose Knights back in. Let's go ahead and give the restock to the Hawklands and have them go after the Grimdelvers there. Yeah, we're in danger of losing this, actually, this objective. This matchup is so freaking tough like that. Okay, so let's get grenades and get you guys moving up to the middle to get capture weight there, and then we can get another grenade launcher coming as well. Okay. Man, all right, up on the objective, guys. We got to get all hands on deck on this one. Great swords are going to get it. Gelt can go try and tie these guys down, but yeah, we got to get on this point right now. All right, up you go, up you go. The lance demis are doing work. Let's go tie down that cannon for a moment. Oh man, are the dwarves really going to get this one for me? They might. They very well could. Their great swords are chewing us up. All right, so you guys are arriving. That's a little bit more capture weight. If I lose Gelt, I'm in big danger. Grenade launchers are coming around this way. I guess I have a points lead, so I do have time before it goes south. All right, so let's get you guys setting up and shooting. The grenade launchers are going to come in and start saturating right here. And these guys are rolling as well. And do we pull you guys up? Yeah, I think we kind of have to. Lance demis, are they going to lose to those longbeards in the woods? Oh my god, I sure hope not. All right, so let's get you guys there. We've gotten all the capture weight. All of it right there. The dwarves are getting grenade launched pretty hard. And the great swords should be arriving eventually. Okay, he does actually pop over here. So let's go get Gelt to deal with that and pull out some Black Rose Knights. We just need to recapture this objective for a little bit. Then we're cooking. All right, so that's more capture weight coming in. The Hawklands are shooting. And you need to stay the hell on this objective. We did get the cannon off temporarily, which is pretty massive. And Gelt and company should be able to fend off that side engagement. All right, engineer. Yeah, a lot of shotgun fire. Let's get behind the pillar. Get behind the pillar here. Keep those grenades going into the dwarves. Just got to get the flip, and then we're cooking. Just got to get the flip. All right, we'll send the free company up to go fight the giant slayers. And the lance demis are still kind of losing that fight. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, great swords arriving will buy us time. And as long as we maintain the capture weight here, we're okay. So let's do this. Shoot you guys. I think it's time to unsummon this one. And that is going to go to the Sigmarites. Okay, great. So now we can just pull the great swords back. Not the great swords, but the gun units. And we do manage to get the flip on the objective. Holy shit, that was close. All right, you guys come to the middle. Get back. Free company militia against giant slayers doesn't feel great, but it is what it is. And we need more Black Rose Knights coming out. Just all the knights. My milkshake brings all the knights to the yard. All right. So we got the one artillery piece. And just keep saturating in here. Pull you guys back. You'll notice I'm trying to camp these guys on the objective to maintain capture weight. But, oh, he still has something over there. You might need to leave these guys there. I think I have to. Yeah, and the Lance Demis actually lost that fight. Holy shit. All right, Hawklands are chilling. Greatswords have arrived. I need to just get to the point where I can win on one here. We got 2 Black Rose Knights coming in. And, oh, man, what happened to these ones? I guess they're just in the infantry fight. Let's go around the outside. Go around the outside here. If you shot Gelt down, that'd be pretty bad for me. We're going to see if we can get these freaking Grimdelvers down. Yep, Outrider. Calling in whatever the hell we have. We just got to hold. Oh, this matchup's so rough. Like, we were so advantaged early, and we're still struggling. All right. How are we looking? Yep, you guys sit on the objective. Free Company Militia come back in. Big Pimpin' Gelt getting his hands dirty, but he's got to watch out. The Hewer is going to be looking to hew him. Unsummon you guys, so we have them for later. Well, I don't think there is going to be a later. Let's just call you back up. All right, Free Company. Let's go ahead and charge in here. Chad Swords need to fight the good fight. Outrider shooting on the sides as well. Quickly, lads, over into the grinder. That's exactly what's happening here. This is certainly not an ideal fight for the Sigmarites. All right, Giant Slayers. Let's cut them off with the Free Company. Get the cav around the wings, and grenade launch those guys. All right, awesome. And now the Black Rose Knights can kind of just move forward on these, right? Yeah, you guys tie up those dudes, and I think we've won it. Yeah, wow. He's not getting my back objective. The restock worked out well. It was pretty effective. We were able to shoot the entire game. Normally, if you don't restock, you kind of run out of ammo and the dwarves overwhelm you with their armor. But yeah, that was a good solid win in the first round. So now we can go lose to Anticity in like 10 seconds. That is the plan. Holy shit, what a match. Oh god. 3,900 value. 2,300 value. Gelt got 1,200, which isn't great. And yeah, really the artillery kind of carried the day. The Hawkland's 2,200. I could have probably brought a second Hawkland and that would have gotten the job done. GG, dog. Thank you. Okay. So time to go into the pits of hell. Let me go find Anticity. I don't know. He may have lost, but I doubt it. Let's find out. That was still a good win, though. Beating a high-level player in a bad matchup, it's good. It's good. We'll take it. So that's going to be here, and it's going to be here, and that's going to be Empire. Although his build was off meta for sure, but not bad by any stretch. Like, he kept me off that back objective with those hewers, but the artillery was able to keep him in check. Beautiful win. Yeah, it was a good win for Sigmar. All right, it is Anticity. So he was not defeated. He's going full sweat today, he said. Oh, God. All right, let's go get it. Let's go get it. I don't know what the map is, too. We got to see what the map's going to be. All right. And we're on, not Edge of the Darkwood. That's the map we just played. This is going to be the 3rd round map. So the map is going to be Imperial Road. Yeah. Imperial Road is map. GLHF. All right, guys. Let's get it. Let's see what's cooking. So the Imperial Road is the map. We're going to be going to the Empire. Oof. This is going to be painful. Especially on Slaanesh. If he was on a normal faction, I wouldn't be worried, but him on Slaanesh, I'd be worried, yes, but I wouldn't be as worried. This is a pretty hard one. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do this and this. And we get that. Got that. And cool. Oh, Lord, he's a-coming. He is coming for blood. I have some weird tech I kind of want to try here. It could be silly, but it could also be decent. Yeah. Kind of curious how this will go. All right. Good. Good. Cut these, and then we can do a little bit of that and a little bit of that. I'm very stoked for Dow 4. It's basically just a countdown for that game, dude. I'm so excited. They got to give it to us quicker, man. Lots of demis. I don't know about that, Miguel. Slaanesh has really good AP, but you do need mobility to fight them, of course. But yeah, we will see. Let's get you guys in the mix. He already has a build prepared. I'm doing some weird tinfoil hat thing. I haven't gotten a chance to try this against a high-level player, but we're going to give it a good college try and see. Okay. And then... Yes, yes. And what else do we want to bring? Okay. I think just 2 of these. It's got to be fine. Okay, so that's going to be the main core. As far as mobility options go, I got some neat tricks. Oh, what about mortar wagons, dude? I'm doing really good, Miguel. Thanks, man. You've been lurking the last streams, unable to watch. Oh, you've been lurking, dude. I'm happy to have you here, dude. Let's have some fun. Let's see how this goes together, yeah? I think we can try these. That'll be pretty fun. Beyond that, what do we really need? Not a whole lot. The dreaded Slanesh immunopsychology is here, so we got to put some respect on that. A lot of scary demon infantry, things like that. He's certainly playing from outer space. We all know this. Yeah, so that seems like a stronger play to me. Is there going to be an Enden, or is it no Enden? I kind of like the direction of this build, though. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Bring a mortar team, yeah, it's all order. It's tall order here against this sort of evil. Yeah. I like this. Can you dig it? The answer is yes, you can. Yeah. You guys are about to see some tech that has not been seen in many an age. That is for sure. All right. Good luck, have fun to my opponent here. Let's get it. Good question, but if you are in the tournament, are you allowed to watch the stream outside of your match? Yeah. No, it's not that sweaty here, Atlas. Yeah, if you can absolutely watch. I mean, the meta is pretty well known right now. So, like, everybody knows how Anticity likes to play. He might mix it up and do like some sort of a weird wide build. I can actually see him going for like an infantry build using the archers just to catch me off guard. But yeah, I think we're ready for whatever we get thrown at us.
We are ready.
Win or lose, of course.
The Empire endures.
The Empire endures.
We are ready.
Oh, sorry, Wookiee's blocking. He's just like, sup? You don't get to watch. No, I did go double Warrior Priest, though. Yeah, boy. The Warrior Priests of Sigmar valiantly leading the front. We have Elspeth. We got a Giga Chad tank in there, and then we got some Outrider boys to go get that objective. You got Nurgle is very popular right now because of the patch. Yeah, people are playing Nurgle a lot. Yeah, no, man, I got a full plan for Dalfor. We're doing like a tournament circuit. Like, I'm thinking like one or two, like even 2 streams a day at first, where there's like a quick battle stream and then like a tournament type thing. You know, I got a lot planned for it. I just need to get my hands on it to see what it's like first, obviously, you know? Yeah, all right. He's got 7 dudes, okay. So it's going to be mass mobility of some sort? Oh, Sigvald, interesting. So he's got Sigvald, a bunch of Hellstriders, and so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the rest of his dudes are deployed in the woods. Yeah, it's fine. Elspeth could probably poke at Sigvald. The tank, though, is going to be our best friend. We basically just sit on one objective and try and screen him with a little bit of shooting. We brought the Hellblaster volley gun tank, so that thing is just cool as shit. All right. Yeah, Warrior Priest not having armor piercing despite wielding a Warhammer is pretty silly. Okay, so we get a volley. First blood has been drawn. Let's go poke a little bit. He's got something hiding in the trees in the woods, so I just got to be careful not to overextend. And we can probably honestly shoot at Sigvald, like with all this. Just try and wear him down, because we have a lot of time to play this game. Elspeth just needs to play it safe. We're going to just shoot at Sigvald a little bit. Let the volley gun feast, although it is a bit of a waste of ammo, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth shooting at Sigvald. I mean, we could kill him theoretically. It's kind of a funky idea. Do we go in on trying to take down Hansel? That is the question. Now, you can try and surround my army, but I'm happy to do this. The Warrior Priests are, they're there and good to go. We do see a Boob Snake with what appears to be Shadow Magic, so he's going to just be pendulum spamming my army here. So we're going to keep going at Sigvald here. We're going to get you to shoot right there. Get some spears to form ranks. Perfect. Try and maintain a little bit of capture weight. Yeah, just with the Pistoliers. He's creeping. He is creeping, but I do have the capture weight advantage. He's keeping the Hellstriders back. got to wait for the rest of the hammer to fall, you know? And that is going to be what? He just got me with something. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a Doom Bolt thing. Okay, from the Sorcerer. It's the little wand that he has. All right, so yeah, let's move you guys out. And we can even take some Spearmen up to the point to get the capture weight. And Sigvald is getting it a little bit. All right, so the Wagon of Doom is shooting. We're going to get this. And Spearmen move up. Warrior Priest moves up. And you guys can move up here, and give us that sweet capture weight, Precious. All right, so you're going to come back. Let's run away. Get you guys moving in. And he temporarily forces us off the objective, which is fine. And what is that? That's going to be a Hellstrider with Hell Scourges. Okay, so you guys get back. And here comes the flank with the Boob Snakes. So Boob Snakes, Boob Snakes, and Boob Snakes. So now we need to go back and get a Buna on those. And probably call in some heavy hitters to try and fight them. So we're going to get some Vanguard Knights. Let's get those guys coming out. Good cycle charging. And we need to get a Buna on them. So we're going to get a Buna. Pistoliers are going to keep doing it. Let's get Spears in front. And wrong hotkey. Great. So you guys go there. And the Flagellants are getting chewed up pretty good. Spears on the outside fight these. And let's get the wagon to be shooting at the appropriate Boob Snakes here. All right. So back. And then we can get another Black Rose Knight out. You guys come out. Crash down the hill. Hope for the best. And the Fate of Buna did do a little something. So, ooh, I got the wrong unit there. Feels bad. All right, so are we getting the middle objective right now? It's a little bit hard to tell. Some of the infantry are getting run down on the high ground. Let's go fight the Pleasure Seekers. We could use Death's Timekeeper on them, and then hopefully have you get in and do a little something. Spears and spears. Go up this way, drag them down, and the tank is still getting decent value. All right, so let's get in there and fight. I think it's worth having Homegirl there to fight. All right, so Pistoliers are back. Let's get you guys out, move up the Flagellants, yes. The Warrior Priest does have the Soulfire Bombardment, and the tank is still generating value, it would appear, but the Pleasure Seekers are just so hard to deal with. So expensive and so powerful. All right, Bombardment, yes. You guys move up, get some more Spearmen cruising for a bruising, and hopefully we can stack up on some of our good units here. Okay, Elspeth's going to flee. Death's Timekeeper did get her nice and healed up, and the Warrior Priest is going to need to retreat, and let's unsummon you guys. And just keep the Royal Rumble in the pits going. All right, tank, turn around and shoot. God, I would love some AoE magic right now. Holy shit. That'd be so nice. Flagellants, though, putting up a good fight. We are falling behind on value, though. Black Rose Knights, sure, get in there. You guys get in here. The old tank is going to get attacked by Pleasure Seekers, which hopefully we can get in and cause a bit of mischief. Some of this Slaneshi stuff's getting beat up. I just think saving up for Buna is our best friend. And on the backside, we just call in more Spearmen and get some more Halberds coming up, too. All right, do we have any bombardments? Anybody that's actively engaged in combat? Not really. The wagon, the tank is getting it a little bit, but they are getting dragged down. I would love to have a Soulfire Bombardment on this guy right now. All right, Spears come back to the point, and we can get some more Flagellants coming in to help, and let's see if they hold. It's got to be hard. I do have Benediction, by the way, so I got the leadership. Okay, so those guys screened out, and let's keep you guys going right here. On the back, we'll move you guys up to the point just to try and get some capture weight. Homegirl's going to go. I'll get you back, run away here a little bit, and we almost have enough for another Buna. We almost have enough. All right, you guys charge. Flagellants fight to the death against these Pleasure Seekers, and another Buna on not the Hellstriders. Got to make sure we get the right targets. You guys get up on the point. Soulfire Bombardment, and we have another Soulfire Bombardment on you. In 11 seconds, we will. All right, so we need to get away from this. That is going to be a nice little bombardment right there. Buna on the Boob Snakes is 100% our only chance. The tank, let's keep retreating it back. The attrition is certainly on our opponent's side here. Okay, Flagellants going. Boob Snakes are there. Let's re-secure our high ground objective for Sigmar. Get a Halberdier coming out too. So the Halberdiers can move up. Go get in the grind. And it looks like we are partially caught. Now, these are Pleasure Seekers, which we can... Oh, we got silenced? Oh, shit. Narcissism silences you. I forgot about that. Oh, that's really bad. I think that's the end of the road. Yeah, with the Buna here, maybe we can claw something back, but Narcissism is going to be a big problem for Elspeth. Okay, can we get the cast off before we go? Oh, we can. Nice. And we did at least get a Buna off before she got Karate Chop, but dude, that build did not work. Holy shit. I actually don't even know what you do against that. All right, let's move you guys up. Get this here, get another Flagellant coming, and it's pretty much just our tank. He's got Slangors coming in. I have no idea how to do this matchup. I feel like Flagellants are a recipe for success. Like, that is... You know, they were keeping the value close-ish early on, but, you know, as the battle went on. Elspeth getting canned there basically just ends our career. We didn't reclaim our high ground objective. Flagellant's just getting chewed up. Halberdier's getting chewed up. Those Boob Snakes, yeah, maybe nets, but I think there's too many cav to net down. Do you just go cheap spears and go for, like, a flying combat character with a life caster? And go super wide? Maybe the tank is a mistake? Got about 1,200 value. Yeah. Holy shit. I don't know what to do against that. I'm actually clueless. So usually in this game, I know most of the matchups and know what to do, but here I'm not against that style. Just
Ready for war!
it did feel like our build was a little bit helpless. Yeah, GG, well played. Yeah, that's scary. That's really scary. He said he was going full sweat today. I believe it. The boob snakes are so hard to deal with. Even your spearmen can't fight them. Like, they just kill your spearmen so quickly. It's crazy. GG, well played. GG. Good luck. See you in finals. All right. So the warrior priests were not great, but nothing else really did that good. I almost think it has to be like a combat character. Elspeth with the Bunos was fine, but I think the boob snakes don't take too much. I don't know. I think maybe just like a wide state trooper line. Well, anyways, we're going to go to the bottom side now. At least we had one good win. And now we are still in the tournament, but we're playing on the bottom side. Yeah, and we're going to be on... do we have a matchup yet? We don't. Okay. So we're on Kislev on the bottom side. So we have some time to theory craft. Let me message the lads and see how far along they are. So we'll cast the players that we're potentially going to be playing on the bottom side. Time to theory craft. Yeah. Slaanesh is probably the strongest faction of the game still, even though some people say they're not after that they are. They're very good. Yeah, I don't know. How do we do that? So maybe you go for like a, not a Franz, but like a Boris type character with the passive healing. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, demis get annihilated by boob snakes. It's not even close. Your demis will get wrecked. Yeah. Boob snakes are expensive, though. They're very pricey. They're a lot more expensive than your unit, so you got to use combined arms. Yeah, I think Boris is safer. And do we just like open with like a build like this? Like a super, super wide build? Maybe with like one gun unit in the middle or something? I think you do need maybe a wagon build. You got to do like circle the wagon type thing. Yeah, like something like in this vein. I'm not sure. I think wagons might be your safer bet. You just like make a box and you sit in it. I don't see how... I feel like a good Empire player who knows the matchup would still probably lose. I'd be curious to see that from somebody who's been really active. Yeah, Marcus is all right, but like you're just gonna... You have so much mobility that one net isn't really gonna change too much, I feel like. Well, wagons would just have to hide in the box. So you just sit on your back objective and wagon poke for like 5 years. My favorite part about his build was probably the Sigvald tech. I thought that was really brilliant because one of the things that you can do well is snipe their lord. And that was kind of my plan, was a Spirit Leech spam like some sort of a Slaanesh lord, but it was really good. Yeah, Sigvald is very good. Yeah, so maybe you do like a Marcus box of Doom. And then you can bring this character, and maybe Flock of Doom is going to be more consistent value because you can spam it. So like a Flock of Doom build with like a wagon box. This might be the way to play it, honestly. I kind of like that. I kind of like that build. I think this is a lot better. Granted, I still think I would lose, but it would put up a better fight than what we just brought. The Flagellants were decent, but they do just hemorrhage value as well, getting charged by the good units. Hochland, of course, if you can protect them, but that's very hard to do. Because the issue with this, too, is that the second wave is going to be Slangors and Forsaken. And your infantry corps is going to get bullied really bad. So how do you deal with that? I guess Knights of the Black Rose is like a secondary call-in. Last time I lost a matchup, I think Daniken used Shem's caster to kill Forsaken, my lord. Yeah, but you're... Yeah, so he did... So the last time you had trouble in this matchup was a wagon build. Okay. But also, like, I feel like you would bring Sigvald now and that wouldn't happen to you, right? That would be my guess. Let me see how far along these homies are. Let's refresh the brackets. And, yeah, we're still waiting for that matchup to go. People are losing their games up here. I like the Flock of Doomcaster, though. I think that's pretty good. It's like a cheap AoE damage spell. Greatswords get hemorrhage value pretty bad against some of the Cav is my concern. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I finally won a game, and it was a Nurgle mirror match. Yeah, maybe wagons kill him, though. Yeah, you could kill Sigvald with wagons. I think wagons have to be the answer. I almost brought wagons, but I wanted to try Warrior Priest with the AoE damage, but they just get out microed. You can't really get value out of them. Yeah, they're sad boys. They should have armor piercing, I think. Not that it would have made any difference there, but they do literally wield a armor piercing weapon. Do Tutorage and Guard if I massively have magic damage? I don't think they do in tabletop. Let me check, actually. Old World Army Builder. So now we're on the bottom side, and we have our other faction, which is Kislev. I have won a couple tournaments with Kislev over the years, so I'm confident on them. Special units, Tutorage and Guard. Hold on. Let's do this. If I took Slangors, your build would be cooked hard. Right. I need to bring something to stop the Slangors. Okay, so desktop capture is here. So Tutorage and Guard in tabletop. No, they don't. They don't do magic damage. What about Guardian of the Temple? What does that do? When engaged in combat, they can reroll any hit rolls of a natural 1. That's pretty good. Yeah, awesome. Close Order, Drilled, Stubborn, Veteran. I got to get some Tutorage and Guard for tabletop. They're super cool. It kind of gives the Empire like a Chaos Warrior equivalent. Of course I do, Chris. Heir of Carthage was the reason I started doing YouTube, man. I was sitting in my office working my old job, and when I had downtime, I would watch Heir of Carthage videos. Oh yeah, the Soulfires would have been good against Slangors, maybe, but it never got to that point. You just were able to overwhelm with your cavalry a little bit too hard. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and refresh this. And says, I think your build would have been good against a lot of Slanesh builds. That's good to hear. I think it had some teeth, but against yours, not at all. No. I had no good answer for the Pleasure Seekers. They were just rampaging. I brought Black Rose Knights thinking they would be good against like infantry heavy builds and also could fight Hellstriders, but okay, let's go find a matchup. King, I'm going to cast your game, King. We're going to watch you. King of the Dead. Lobby code, please. And our opponents are like a game or two away from us on the bottom side. So let me find it. Alexander Bignuts. Alexander, lobby code, please. All right. I wonder what happens if you ask. What do you guys think happens if you ask like an AI engine on like Google? Hang on. I'm gonna ask it about an army build. Let's do this. Hold on. What is a good in the game total for Warhammer 3 in its multiplayer? What is the best way to play the Empire for competitive domination mode? Okay, here we go. Desktop capture. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this. Playing the Empire in Total War Domination requires a mindset shift from traditional land battles. You cannot build a static Empire box in Turtle. Wow, look at that. Holy shit. Domination demands mobility, flexibility, and cost-effective trading. Because domination allows you to reactively summon reinforcements from your reserve pool based on what your opponent brings. The Empire's massive roster versatility becomes its greatest asset. Holy shit. This is creepy. This is creepy. Okay. Spearmen with shields and Empire Knights, mobile skirmishers. Bro, it's copying my armies. This is literally what I say in like all my Empire videos. Oh my god. Okay, the Archlector thing is off. Empire General on a Pegasus. Okay. This is where we know AI is struggling. A Lord or a hero? No. This is where it goes wrong. Shadow contesting because capture points generate victory points and capture it. Okay. Yeah. Use the Spearmen and Empire Knights. Okay. Wow. That's creepy, dude. You've been assimilated. Yeah. Oh my god. Our knowledge is over. Oh my god. That is actually a fun idea. We could ask Google AI to make armies for people. Oh man, yeah, AI army challenge. Oh shit. AI trains in my videos. Yeah, it probably does. It copied a lot of what I say in my videos. Like, it knows the fundamentals. It knows Empire Spearmen of Shields, Empire Knights. It had all the right lore of magic suggestions. Dude. AI army tournament. Oh shit, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm running an AI army tournament. I'm going to write up the rules in the next day. Yeah. All right. That's just so evil, dude. Dwarves versus Nurgle. All right, we got Alexander Big Nuts versus King of the Dead. Yeah, here we go. It just gives... Oh no, most AI answers just copy posted from somebody. Yeah, it's just stealing from forums and discords and things like that. Yeah. All jokes aside, I don't know if I'll do an AI army tournament. It's we'll see. Yeah, it's a little creepy, you know. Start playing with trash builds to throw it off. I know. We gotta see what we do here. Use AI to write the rules. The land battle community should use some AI to write the rules. Yeah. Most of your viewers are AI too, so it's kind of fitting. That's true. That's right. Just generate all the builds yourself and hand them out. Yeah, I could actually do that. I could do that, yeah. It makes better Empire armies than I do. No. All right, so we got Big Nuts versus King of the Dead here. King of the Dead winning. I think he's been back in the game, and I think he was very happy to have won an Nurgle mirror match. And now he's facing Big Nuts on Dwarves, which... So this matchup is pretty even. It can go either way. Maybe an AI best of 3 show match. Yeah, and we'll figure something out, man. It'll be fun. Hold on, let's see. So let's go here. So in the game for multiplayer, specifically, I need you to generate me a standard funds army with me as the Nurgle player against a dwarf player. Okay, let's see what it does here. For domination excessively, I'd rank them. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's starting with the funds off. Okay. Oh, wow, that's terrible. It just made an AI army for Nurgle against dwarves, and it's absolutely terrible. It's like, use Rot Knights against dwarves. I'm like, dog, what are you on about? It struggles a little bit. There's not a ton of data for it to pull from, right? If you were to ask it for like StarCraft, it'd probably be really good. Yeah, I think greenskins are S tier. Yeah, greenskins unfortunately will never be S tier, while the vampire counts are top tier. Because literally greenskins have like a 5% win rate against vampire counts. How is Khorne into dwarves? It's an even matchup. Yeah. It's an even matchup. All right. So it begins. King of the Dead is here, and Alexander Big Nuts is readied up, and he's using the spine of Sotek dwarves. GLHF, man. GLHF. So, yeah, the build for King of the Dead is kind of like the intuitive way that you would think as a Nurgle player getting back into the game, this is how I should play against dwarves. Unfortunately for him, though, most dwarf players are used to this. They bring 1 million blasting charges, they Shrek your Marauders, and then your Chaos Warriors just get picked apart by missiles. You need to be a little bit more dynamic and use like Exalted Heroes on Chariots, in my opinion. Those sort of shenanigans. We'll have to see, though. Still, though, the Great Weapons are good. You do need them. So for Alexander Big Nuts, it is going to be Miners, backed up by Rangers and Miners with Blasting Charges. And then we do have a Dwarf Lord too. Yes. Did you answer my last question on the other Total Wars? No, Red Samurai. Ask the question again, man. Ask it, and I will... If you ask it in the next, 30 seconds, I will answer it, as long as it's obviously not something offensive. All right. So on the other side of the battlefield, we have King of the Dead. He's going to be going for a Nurgle Tide, and he's doing... oh, interesting. Now, this is a small misplay. If you're playing Nurgle against dwarves and you're playing a wide build, you want to use spell spam to get the Children of Nurgle healing your army as much as possible. This is okay. It's not quite as optimal, in my opinion, but it's not bad either. Like, Stream of Corruption is good, and Fleshy Abundance is okay. It's always a good spell, so... yeah, just great up and spam, and he needs to get the dwarves unlocked very quickly. Also, Marauder Horsemen and or Nurgling Vanguards are really important. If you're playing against dwarves, you need to be on their back objective right away, making sure they don't get that shit. Now, personally, I'm a big fan of Alexander Big Nuts as well as King of the Dead. You know, King of the Dead's one of my OG friends. I want the dwarves to not advance because I don't want to have to play them with Kislev on the lower brackets, you know. I'd much rather play Nurgle. We'll have to see, though. Anyone else miss Felcon? You know, I thought about hitting up Felcon. I was like, I want to do, like, I want to get a lot of the old legends back together and have like a tournament. I think it'd be fun. We could do like Conquest or something as a middle ground, because I know they probably, you know, haven't played much Dom since they quit in Warhammer 3, but wouldn't that be fun? Just get a bunch of the OGs, get like Tlaxlan Soothsayer out of retirement, get Felcon out of retirement. Of course, Enticity could represent the new in Conquest. I'm sure you'd pick it up very quickly, although Ench has been around for a long time, since Warhammer 2 as well. What are your thoughts on other Total War games like Medieval 2 all the way up to Pharaoh Dynasty? Okay, so I played a shitload of Rome 1, which was one of my favorite Total War games of all time. I played a ton of Shogun 2. Shogun is one of my favorite games of all time. I love that game. But I never played any of the other Total Wars, really. Just Shogun 2, Total War Warhammer, or Total War Rome, and then all the Warhammer series. So those would be the games that I played Med 2 a little bit as a kid when I was young. I played a little bit of Med 2. But yeah, those are all great games, dude. Like, amazing. Shogun is one of my all-time favorites. Yeah. All right, guys. So it begins. King of the Dead advancing up. And it's very, very weird that the dwarves are the ones knocking on heaven's door and getting the triple cap out of the gates. Like, this is very odd what's cooking right here. All right. So this is also a bit of a win for King, though. Being able to get a free, 600 gold farm is not bad. Not bad at all. I would boot up some historical Total Wars for you guys if you would be interested. Absolutely. All right, so the Marauders of Nurgle with great weapons engaging versus the Miners here, and it looks like there's going to be some witchcraft going down, marked by Ulthar. Oh, look at that combo! He marks by Ulthar on the Marauders and then hits them with blasting charges. Granted, it didn't do much damage, but King of the Dead immediately maneuvers over with his Chaos Lord, gets a beautiful stream of corruption, and the Rot Beast does have him tied down there. Furies chewing up some of the Rangers here, and now King of the Dead going to be sending the main host in. This is dangerous, like advancing like piecemeal into your opponent's army, as I jokingly call it in this game, the Reaganomics here. So he's going to be trickling in units, which the main dwarf formation is just going to rip apart. He should wait till he decisively wins over here and then go in with everything at once. It's a very tricky thing to get used to, but we'll see how it all plays out for him. It's a bold strategy, Cop. So we got Chaos Warriors with great weapons, back pushing here. I like this from King. I think a back push here is quite strong. And the dwarves calling in the Royal Dowie Air Force. So they are on their way over. And there is about to be a reckoning. If there's no Furies on top of these things, these bombardments are going to be very devastating. Grimdelver is also coming up for the dwarves as well. But so far, Nurgle with some pretty even trading. Really, really good stream of corruption. And the Nurgleites have now advanced. But this is where you see like half of the Nurgle army just get shadow realmed by these bombardments. There you have the Skyhammer Squadron, machine gunning into the Chaos Fury, sending those guys packing. And what are those going to be? Chaos Knights? Ooh, Chaos Knights are kind of like a cursed unit. I find when people bring those, they tend to lose, but we'll see. All right, so all we care about right now is the cinematic shots of the carpet bombings. There's one, kind of hit some dwarves, but the carpet bombings from Alexander Bignuts will continue. Yeah, he's coming over to line up the shots on the Marauders. Oh, epic cinematics, right? Blasting, charging them. The Royal Dowie Air Force looking for new prey. Let's just get cinematic shots all day. Dude, this game is so beautiful. I love it. He misses that one. Not the best Dwarven bomber pilots there. That was a much better volley on those Chosen. And those Chosen are being sent to the Shadow Realm. So, very cool little cinematic sequence right there. Now, Nurgle does secure its back objective, looking pretty comfortable. Chaos Knights coming in. Chaos Warriors going to the back objective here, as the Dwarves do pull ahead on value. And there is going to be another Apocalypse Now Dowie scene, as these Chaos Warriors are going to get the business pretty good. So there they go. Steam cannons do have great armor piercing, so over time they will take down these Chaos Warriors with an emphasis on time. Now, the Rot Beast Lord actually able to find the Lord here, the Dwarf Lord, trying to get a pick, but some of the Grimdelvers providing some supporting fire. King of the Dead saturating in, and the value does favor the Dwarves at the moment. King, if he was using an army-wide healing kind of strategy, probably would be pretty even on value at this point, but with Fleshy Abundance, not going to be quite as much. Granted, he could just let his Chaos Lord face tank. All right, Chaos Knights, King has an opportunity here. He needs to charge here and get on top of the Grimdelvers right now. And it looks like he does. So good micro. The dreaded Lord of No Control Groups does get in with his Chaos Knights. They get a beautiful charge right there, and the iron price is going to be paid. So Grimdelver is getting worn down. Very good engagement. This would be a good Fleshy Abundance for the Chaos Lord for sure. Look at the Skyhammer. Alexander's sitting him up on top of the pillars, so they're like out of... Oh, that's so troll. I love that. It's so funny. But yes, the Chaos Knights here are getting it. They are being overwhelmed. Marked by Ulthar lowering their stats down a bit, but they are taking the Grimdelvers and a fair amount of Dwarves with them. So not a bad trade for those Chaos Knights, actually. It's rare that you see them be that effective, but they are targeting a lot of shooting. Fury's coming over here, and now we get the Brotherhood of Grimnir. So these guys were born and bred for one purpose, which was to run around half naked, but secondly, to throw down with armored units. So the Brotherhood of Grimnir are going to be tearing apart these Chaos Warriors, and immediately the Chaos Warriors are just like, oh shit, yeah, we don't want that smoke. So they are going to be running away right there. Nurgle trading well in the middle. King of the Dead, you know, the old dog still got some tricks up his sleeve. He's able to get some good sustained grinding using Furies to tie down the Skyhammer Squadron. And her second Fury coming in. Sorry, I need to get some water, damn. And the Rot Beast character, honestly, finishing off that Chaos Lord, not a terrible idea. Chaos Knights do bully the range units, and the Grimdelvers do come back online, but the Armored Fist of Nurgle does arrive and is able to get a beautiful engagement there versus the Grimdelvers, who will, tank a little bit. But yeah, very good micro from King. He's cycle charging well, getting some good sweeping here, but he does lose the objective. The Dwarves are crushing him on objectives. The Brotherhood of Grimnir are going to be sweeping into the middle objective, certainly to change things up, and the Furies of Nurgle are hunting down the Air Force. And it looks like the Skyhammer Squadron did get karate chopped here, so they are going to be getting sent out to pasture, as King of the Dead does equalize the value. Getting the picks on the Skyhammer and this Gyrocopter here are pretty freaking big, although the Nurgle army is looking a little bit haggard here. It still has its Chaos Knights. The Grimdelvers are tied up. A couple Marauders fighting over here, and King is going to be using his Hounds to try and gremlin the back objective, which is actually a really, really good play at that point. I think that is quite brilliant there. I think that's very, very good. All right, Slayers coming up for the Dwarves, and the Poison Hounds have gotten on top of the Rangers, which is very cost-effective. And these Chaos Knights are making me eat it. You know, I think the past like 4 or 5 games I've casted with Chaos in general, Chaos Knights have lost every single game, every time I've seen them. But here they're actually doing pretty good, and they'll be good against Grimdelvers, actually. Not Grimdelvers, but the Brotherhood of Grimnir. With a little bit of cycle charging. They don't want to stay in sustained combat. The stats are really high, but with some good cycle charging, they should trade okay. I like the Hound back pressure. I think that's quite brilliant. I think the correct play would have been to bring the Chaos Knights back here to try and steal that objective, but we will see. All right, so middle point still in the clutches of the Dwarves. The back objective, though, Alexander Bignuts is bringing over some Dwarven Miners. They're on a bit of an expedition, so probably you got to send back some Great Weapons here, or send those Great Weapons right there to try and get that. Yeah, Dwarves are bleeding Nurgle on points pretty hard, but the Hounds are on the brink of getting that back objective. Got to be careful not to just lose those Hounds to some random Rangers. That would be a disaster and a half. Nurgle is overwhelming the middle objective, but it looks like King of the Dead is back in business, ladies and gentlemen. He has returned to drag down the Dwarves with the forces of Nurgle, the Plague Father. He has rejected the undead and embraced Grandfather's warm embrace, which is always good to see. Pestigores and Pestigores coming in. He cannot lose his back objective. If King throws that back objective, that is a huge throw. Considering the current state of points, that would be bad. But he does get objective 2, and the Hounds move off that point. They intercept on top of the Rangers. They're going to be chewing them up, and there is a chance that these haggard Chaos Warriors can maybe flip this, but we will have to see how that goes. All right, so the dogs are out. Who let the dogs out? The Baja Boys are in full effect, and the Rangers are getting chewed up. Could use the Hounds to run interference on those guys, but probably running the Hounds back to the objective to ensure the capture would be better. Is Nurgle going to be able to stabilize its back objective? The Hounds provide some capture weight, which is going to buy time probably for the Great Weapons to arrive, or the Pestigores. And honestly, this is a really, really impressive showcase. I did not have a lot of faith in the opening build for King, but he has made it work well, largely due to his Furies and the Chaos Knights coming into the second quarter. The Chaos Knights disrupted all the shooting and really, really gave him some heavy momentum. But back up in the middle, the Marauders of Nurgle with Great Weapons boinking these miners down, and the Dwarf Lord is actually on the brink of death. Now, Chaos Sorcerer Lords of Nurgle are incredibly strong melee fighters when they ride the Rot Beast. The Rot Beast is just a great powerhouse of a mount. But the Brotherhood of Grimnir, they didn't hear no bell in the middle. They're going to be fighting tooth and nail. Meanwhile, Furies being used to tie down Slayers and a Gyrocopter. And the back objective is stabilized for the Plague Father. Yes, yes. Backside, more Pestigores coming out. Furies chewing it into the Slayers right here. And the Chaos Knights are going to be coming to stabilize the back objective, which they'll be able to hold for a minute. But the Slayers will chase him off eventually. Although if he does... Yeah, this is really good, man. Get those Hounds and those Pestigores. Man, King is playing really, really good right now. I'm very impressed. Because Alexander Nuts is probably top 3 Dwarf players in the world. So taking him down is, even on an even matchup, is hard. You know, it's his main faction. All right, so advancing up are the Pestigores. The Furies are just controlling the Air Force really effectively. The Gyrocopters keep getting called in for Alexander Bignuts, which means he's not going to have a lot of capture weight, to be honest. And the Furies are just cost-effectively trading and hunting those bad boys down. And here comes the capture weight. Pestigores arriving with the dogs. Who let the dogs out? King of the Dead lets the dog out again. And he should hunt down here and then use the Knights to charge into the Dwarven Chaff units. That would be the correct play. Back objective is pretty safe. King of the Dead is catching up on points. The Dwarves do have some time to try and get this game back, but time is, it's going to be bleeding pretty damn quick. Up here, Gyrocopter hunted and harried by the Chaos Furies, and it looks like it is going to be broken there. Meanwhile, the other Furies here, Alexander Nuts landing the Gyrocopters on the ground, which it's kind of funny that they can land. Yeah, I guess the Thunderbarge can't land in Blimps of Cathay, but these things are able to land for some reason, but it is what it is. Do demons eat anything? Not to my knowledge, no. Not unless it's like a scare tactic. You know, they're trying to like intimidate the people they're fighting or something. I don't think they require sustenance, from what I can tell. They're just empowered by the warp, for my limited knowledge of the lore of this game. Or universe, I should say. Pestigore is fighting at the back point. Dwarves might be able to get that one back, man. The Dwarf Lord here, though, is getting the business. The Chad Nurgle Lord is able to hunt him down on the Rot Beast, and it looks like he is going to be sitting at 200 HP, so he has seen better days. But, yeah, he is getting punted into the Shadow Realm there. Back point, Pestigore is cleaning up the Dwarven Miners, making sure they don't cause any havoc. King of the Dead is very, very close to catching up on points. But the dwarves are slightly resurgent on the backfield. You can never count out dwarves, I'm telling you. They're just such a menacing faction. You saw my game with Empire earlier. Granted, Nurgle has a lot better baseline trades into dwarves. The fact that Nurgle is a faction that specializes in armor-piercing great weapons as their infantry is really, really good in this matchup. That is for sure. But again, the lack of speed on Nurgle does allow the dwarves to be a little bit more comfortable typically with their backfield. All right, so Slayers are charging up, and it looks like Chaos Chariots. King is a big chariot enjoyer from his time on the Tomb Kings, and they are going to be securing the middle objective here. The back point pretty much yielded. The dwarves do have that one. And, yeah, Alexander Big Nuts does have his points lead, but getting Nurgle off these points in time is going to be incredibly tough, but not impossible. Although with the Lord going down, the dwarves are going to be a little bit more flimsy, that's for sure. Chaos Knights surging forth, going after the Gyrocopters right there. Slayers being sent into melee, and Furies on Slayers is very good, by the way. Slayers are not very good at killing Furies, so that's always a cost-effective trade. That is for sure. Backfield, still some Pestigores fighting back there, but not for too much longer. The Furies hunting down the Gyrocopters, making sure they can't do anything. Meanwhile, Marauders moving up, and a second wave of Chaos Knights have arrived, which is going to be tough to get. Slayers will be good against them, of course. There are a couple Slayers in the battlefield. Rangers and more Slayers called in the back, while the Dwarves still royal rumbling here. And it looks like the Brotherhood of Grimnir has been taken to the Shadow Realm. I don't think they're fighting any longer anywhere on the battlefield, from what I can tell. All right, Rangers unleashing onto the Chaos Furies. Dwarves not making a lot of progress, and we do see King of the Dead catching him on points right now. He's about to breach 1,000, so he's very, very close to catching Alexander Nuts right now. Chaos Knights with Lances, Chariots waiting, Sorcerer of Nurgle pretty much full health, and yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that Nurgle probably has an 80-90% chance of winning this game if they just click on their barracks and just keep calling units out. That's all you got to do. Just keep spamming out great open units to the middle and you win. The Dwarves just don't have the oomph on the battlefield to really get Nurgle off, and Nurgle is an incredibly sticky faction to get off objectives. Yeah, much like the Dwarves. Dwarves and Nurgle might be the two hardest factions in the game to get off an objective, along with Kislev. Kislev with the Fire Blood and the high armor and leadership is very tough to get off objectives as well. Yeah, but Kislev doesn't have like the same killing power with their infantry as Nurgle does. And Dwarves a pretty good killing power with blasting charges. Furies finally get taken down. I mean, Alexander Nutt's probably developing some repetitive stress injury trying to micro these Gyrocopters and keep them alive. Stream of Corruption from the big dog does some okay damage, not much. I mean, it applies poison, so it is a slow at the end of the day. The Great Weapons are cruising, and King is probably going to be calling it a Chaos Warrior next. Something big and heavy, and he does have some Pestigores sitting at the back point. This is very annoying. It's going to be forcing Alexander to come back here and deal with it. Gyrocopter is going to be hunted down by Furies. So Furies are out. Chariots are ready to go. Slayers will trade well into them, but not if Cycle Charging is used effectively. And the Dwarves are going to get punted by the Light Chariots here. And how much damage? Pretty good damage, but again, they need to be microed out. This is not a good sustained fight for the Chariots, so King needs to get those things back if he can. Now, for the first time in the game, King of the Dead has passed him in points. 1181 against 1158. Chaos Knights are looking for opportunities to get some good charges here. Chaos Warhounds into the Slayers, and getting on those Altarge Raiders is going to be good. The Dwarves actually kind of have a lot here. Definitely, you think Dwarves are in the trash, and then suddenly there's a bunch of angry, half-naked men coming at you. You know, we've all been there. But, yeah, Chaos Knights with Lances getting a very nice charge into the Altarge Raiders, so those guys do take some big shock damage. In the meantime, Nurgle fighting in the back objective as well. Furies are going to be pretty necessary for tying down these advancing Rangers. And King is just basically using these guys as a distraction Carnifex, using them in the backfield to just run down all these reinforcing units, which is very smart. He's got Chaos Warriors of Nurgle with Great Weapons coming in. The Rot Beast character sitting on the objective, Furies tying them down. And King just needs to hold a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. And then he's going to be able to even win on just one objective. Yeah, King has really good micro. And, you know, I feel like King has been, like, training his micro in the Crucibles of Fire because he doesn't use control groups. So he has to, like, click on all the units individually to, like, activate them. He clicks on the portraits. He refuses to use, like, control groups to select units. So, yeah, that does, I think, in some ways help him with the micro. It helps him train his micro. I don't think it's the optimal way to play, but yeah, it works. All right, guys, GG, well played. King of the Dead with a victory over Alexander Bignuts. A very solid win, honestly. Probably not going to see any crazy value performances from any individual units here. For the Chaos Warriors, yeah, like 800, 700 here and there. Chaos Knights got about 400, and honestly, the Chaos Knights did win him that game there. GG, well played. All right, so let's get into our next round. Do we have our opponent yet? We are going to have our opponent in like a minute or two. Yeah, let me see how they're going. GG. Okay. And I'm just going to wait. So I have Adler and Tommy playing it out. Adler is a very, very strong player. I think he's been winning some... Oh, yeah, shit. Adler has been crushing it lately. That's right. I might have to play Adler. Okay. Copy that. Go for it. Let me check here and see what the matchup is going to be. So if Adler wins, Adler is on what? Checking. It's my chance to go into the pits. Okay. Anticity with the evil Slanesh. Okay, where do we have this? Dwarves. So, dwarves versus... Oh, my God. I don't want to play dwarves versus Kislev. Oh, just end me, bro. God. It's such an unholy matchup, dude. Oh, my God. No! Tommy, you need to win. Tommy, you have to win this. That is one of the worst matchups in the game. Kislev gets wrecked by dwarves. Oh, would I ever consider doing another head-to-head campaign? I totally would, yeah. Totally would. God, dude, we're just getting all the shit matchups today, aren't we? Who do we got on the other? Tommy. Tommy is playing Bretonia. Okay, Bretonia Kislev is much more fair. Yeah, I would take that any day of the week. So while they play, I'm going to theorycraft builds. A little bit. We can, because they're going to be ready in about 10, 15 minutes. Not a soccer fan, but man, I hope yeah, there's goes, yeah. Yeah, I don't think the U.S. soccer team had much of a chance. I mean, we had some solid wins in the tournament, for sure. Like, beating Paraguay wasn't bad. But yeah, it's not as popular in this country, you know? It's, a lot of the countries that you face in World Cup soccer and world level soccer, these are dudes who've been playing since, it's part of the culture of those countries, you know? It's just, it takes, I think eventually the U.S. will be able to compete in football or soccer in, you know, I think 10, 15 years if we continue as we are, from what I've seen. But yeah, right now it's tough. I'm seeing with old dads looking sad in them turn it. Oh my God, Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, they have hit me up before. I can't remember. I think the last time Raid Shadow Legends messaged me on my my for sponsorship, I asked for 50 grand for one video and they just never responded. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back, guys. And thank you for joining. All right, guys, I'm back. Cool. All right. If Total War 40K has dedicated servers, it'll make... Oh, dude, I want to hit campaign hard. I want to play a lot of campaign in 40K. But like, man, having good functional multiplayer campaigns with dedicated servers would be just straight boner inducing. Yeah. All right, man. How the hell do we beat dwarves? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard. I mean, there's some cheese builds you can do. You do it. We at least have things in the woods now. The last time I watched this matchup, I think it was Gondola the Patient playing against like a big dwarf player, and it was just it was a cockfight. Yeah, I remember that one. What's up, Pro? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I've noticed more British English invading America. Yeah. I spent a little bit of time in the UK. Certainly, some of the vernacular can be contagious. It's you know what was kind of fun about the World Cup was like learning about all the memes. Like while watching the World Cup, I was like going on the various like Reddits for those countries, like soccer clubs, and kind of learning some of the slang and the culture behind like the fan bases, and it was pretty funny. Like learning about that English soccer fan guy, like the big shirtless fat guy, and then the dude banging on the drum. That stuff's pretty funny. What the hell was his name? Yeah, I think it was this guy. So let's do this. Yeah, this dude. Yeah, learning about his history. You know, seeing some of the glorious. just these guys are living, man. Like you know, these guys enjoy life, right? Like I don't know. Sure, for a lot of us, it's hard to find things to be happy and excited about. Sometimes life can be hard, man. It can be brutal, it can beat you down. But these guys have cracked the code on living. You know, this guy goes home, he has a pint, he hangs out with his friend, he goes to football games, soccer games. You know, he's just happy. I bet you this is a happy guy. You know. real life ogre kingdoms. Oh my god, the ogres are coming to get you, dude. Yeah, but like they're happy, man. That's impressive. Yeah, come on, England, score some goals. Yeah, I love that shit, dude. It's good. Is Dow 4 gonna have dedicated servers? I would wager there will be something. Yeah. The US need to work on their chants. Yeah, I bet you our chants aren't very good compared to some of the countries that have been doing it longer. Yeah. All right, let's see. Like, like I remember going to the gym back in the day. I used to be a big gym rat before my autoimmune disease just basically crippled me. But man, like I remember going to the gym and just seeing like so many people that just look unhappy, right? Just in the gym, stewing, brooding, dwelling on things. And then you just see that guy at the soccer game, just shirtless with a pint of beer, yelling. I mean, that guy's loving it, man, Should all be more like Greasus, that's right. That guy goes home and has several pints? Yeah. That's right. Okay, so let me see what the other matchup is, by the way. We have like a minute here. So Tommy is playing, it would either be Bretonia, I believe. No, that's Tobias. Tommy. Come on, Tommy. I need Tommy to score some goals right now. Come on, Tommy, score some goals. Score some goals on the dwarves, please. I don't want to play dwarves. Okay, he's got chaos dwarves. Oh, he's in a counter matchup. Oh, he got counterpicked. Poor guy. Yeah, poor guy. Testosterone is an angry hormone, yeah. Yeah, no, it is for sure. So Pious Skull says, currently with peer-to-peer servers, I basically can't play any games with my Australian friends, yeah. Yeah, it's tough. You got to find games that, obviously you can meet in the middle on. So Things in the Woods are obviously big. What's the map? This is this is going to be round 3. Well, guys, on the bright side, if I get sent to the pits, Imperial Road, okay. That's an interesting one. So we got the Imperial Road here. What kind of character support? So yeah, Patriarch. Felix is a good AP. You could definitely do like a Felix Costalton build. That would be interesting. Felix and Costalton like grinding on the middle point, not bad at all. So how would that look? I don't know. Dwarves can definitely bring a squad that can put in more work and beat you there. I never played Dark Souls. No, I never played any of those kind of games. Yeah. His name is Paul Gregory is his name? Got it. Okay. I'll put some respect on his name right now. All right, Anticity is tearing through the top side of the bracket. I'm waiting for my next round opponent right now. So if we look at the top of the bracket, We have Turtles Are Me and Rogue AI, and then Anticity and Death by Ricochet. So Anticity beat me. Now he's playing Ricochet. So I lost in this round. I won my first game, lost my second one. And then we have Turtles Are Me and Rogue AI, and then Anticity and Death by Ricochet here. So the bottom side, though, is going to take a little bit longer. We have King of the Dead versus Abdelzerak. Gondola the Patient will play somebody from the top side. And I will be playing either Tommy or Adler, which Chaos Dwarves is a fine matchup for me, but Dwarves is cursed. Dwarves is cursed. And then we got Daniken Trop down here, too. So even though Daniken lost on the top side, he's still here. He's still going. My favorite factions to play are probably Chaos Dwarves, Empire, Nurgle, and Kislev, maybe, nowadays, I would say. Yeah. Bretonnia, off to a good start. We have a new stat reset because of the patch. Slanesh looking mighty good, as usual. Nurgle, a solid 55% win rate. Very cool to see that. Vampire counts, I don't know. It's probably because people aren't playing them, but Vampire counts are still a top 2 faction. The stats are too early to really glean any information from. Daniken, yeah. Daniken is a very tough foe. I probably have a 20% win rate against Daniken, I would say. Same with Anticity. Nowadays, yeah. Nowadays, I would say that would be my win rate against him on a game-to-game basis. Been watching a lot of your tournament VODs and your... Hey, man, I appreciate that. Thank you. I got you, pro. More good times to come, dude. More good times to come. I'm not an elf enjoyer. No, I don't like playing elf factions. Except High Elves have been tickling the pickle a little bit lately, because High Elves play similar to a lot of the factions I like. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to put the blocker up and start working on a build real quick, guys. Let's go here. We're going to do this. And Old Man T. Daniken versus Anticity, who wins? They both beaten each other at various cases. 2 seasons ago, Daniken was the world champion, and then he beat Anticity, but then Anticity, I believe, beat him recently. So pretty good back and forth. The big thing about Daniken versus Anticity is who's more active. Because I think Ent is probably more consistently active since he plays this game essentially for a living. Whereas Daniken takes breaks here and there, so I don't know about his current form, but Daniken at his best is, you know, top 3 in the world. He's a former world champion, so, you know, he's got some serious chops. All right, so I'm going to start working on a forbidden build here, guys. It'll be extra forbidden. Okay. And the Chaos Dwarves have a really low chance of winning that game there, but maybe they do. Oh, the Chaos Dwarves won! Oh, what a Giga Chad Chaos Dwarf guy. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Tommy. Let's go. Yeah, that's what's up. All right. Imperial Road. I need a hero. We're holding out for Tommy's hero at the end of the night. All right, he's coming. Oh, I'm so happy I don't have to play them. Daniken has to take his cigarette breaks, that's right. No dwarves. Evil dwarves. All right, you guys might get to see me get wrecked by Daniken then. It's possible. Okay. And let's start working on the army here, yeah? When Chaos Dwarves win, we all win. Well, I hope for my sake that they don't win this. We will see. And then... let's get you guys there. I love this style of play. It's very, very fun. And then... all right. So, big boy's coming over to fight. Now I got a scheme of build. I was in a different mindset, but here, let's go ahead and think about the magic options. I would love to use Mother Ostankia, but she basically just gets karate chopped by the freaking what the hell are those things called? Deathstreak rocket launchers. Yeah, I don't love it. All right, so where do we go? Let's get you guys in the builds. And then Lord of Tempest. Yeah, ice gives us Death Frost, which is pretty good for sniping SEs and things like that. High Elves are fun. I do like High Elves, yeah. Don't forget the red rockets. I don't think we have any dogs on this faction, but yeah, no. Oh, you're talking about the Death Freakers. Ah, I see. I was wrong. So let's do this. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine in that. Okay, so we got our character ready to go. And the evil, villainous Dawizar have arrived. Got to put some respect on their names. They are a menacing foe indeed. I actually have an interesting idea here. We're going to try something a little bit different than what I had schemed originally. Let's get you. Get that guy, all right. And then we can get a grandma here, maybe. Okay, so Tommy is here. He's ready to party. We're going to get that, and then we can do this and that. Okay, so then I got 750 I need to find. Slap some chevrons there. Okay, and then maybe 2 of these? Oh man, they're so expensive. Trying to find money in these accursed lands is not an easy feat. Okay, so there's that, and then that's actually a perfect spend, give or take. Okay. Awesome, guys. Feeling good about the build so far. Let's get some of these. Yeah, I think those guys will be pretty pimp. Any big monsters. I mean, you can definitely go with the Frost Dragon in this matchup. It's not a terrible one. He can do a little bit of poke on you. The Drukir surprise, that's funny. But yeah. That's a good point. Shot cavalry here. Probably winged lancers are adequate. I mean, you are going to be encountering bull centaur renders for sure. So you got to put some respect on their name. But I think we have tools to fight against bull centaur renders. Going for a big frostworm, what does that bring us? Chaos Dwarves can certainly go wide and cause a bit of mischief on you if you're not careful. All right. So 450, let's get you. Get this, and can we get 2 of these? Oh, God, I hate when you have like 50 gold left over. It feels so bad, man. All right. That will do. That will do, pig. That will do. Any other protective elements I need to get? I don't think so. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. It's a fun little build we got here. I think one of those is enough. And then we can bring out the big dogs. Hell yeah, dude. Let's get the big boys out. Yeah, sure. Let's just go big. I got a double 0 spend right now. That's pretty pro gamer. It's pretty damn solid. Wow, that guy doesn't have Vanguard to play. Are you serious? Holy shit. I guess not. I love how at this stage, the block, yeah. I do make cryptic comments. It's true. I have done that before. Throwing people off with the army blocker on. I'll just say I'm getting something and just have the complete opposite thing. You got to keep your opponents on their toes, you know? Oh. Ooh. Okay, so that is big, and we're going to get that. Yeah, man. This is an awkward amount of money to have. That 200 gold would go places. I think that is needed. A little bit too expensive probably for my liking here, although not bad. 800 is going to give me not enough to get anything good. Damn it. God damn it, Bobby. It's expensive-ass characters just causing all sorts of trouble, man. Having 330 gold on Kislev is just such a cursed number. Like, there's nothing cheap on their roster that you can get for that amount, you know? I mean, of course, you could put chevrons on things, but, yeah, maybe that's something funny we could do. Sure, why not? All right. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, what do you guys think? War sleds? I think it's going to be war sleds. That's the prediction here. All right. I doubt many people would snipe turn on in tournament. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I think the desire to win is strong in people. Little Grom is probably my favorite unit. Yes. Sorry. Was building army. So if we win this game, we have to face the winner of Daniken and Maximilianaire or Tobias. Certainly no easy brackets here today. Anticity still playing his way through the brackets. Elemental Bear against Chaos Dwarves. Ooh, I don't know about that. Max Chevron Kisselvite Warriors. That's a freaking build right there, man. That is a build. Thank you guys for joining today. It's been fun. Have you guys seen the footage of the new Company of Heroes roguelike game that they're doing? The Last Stand or whatever? It looks pretty cool. I actually saw that. I'm excited to try that. All right. So waiting for Tommy to load up. This is a pretty big open map. Just Coastalton all by himself. You know, Coastalton does get buffed when he gets low, so it's not out of the realm of possibility there. Always need more bear. Yes, embrace the bear. Okay, and we are good. So, of course, you know I'm not going to leave home without my beloved Streltsy. So we have you and you. So we got some capture kitties. We got double Streltsy ready to go. Streltsy are just awesome. And against Chaos Dwarves, they do some damage. They're pretty good. We have the Action Ambushers, who are going to be here, probably providing a little bit of support on the flank, doing their thing. We have the Drugina, and we have a Hagwitch as well, who's going to be rolling over here. So 3 and 4. And then the Little Grom is just going to be like front and center, basically. Yeah, because we'll see where the Dwarves hide their artillery. I might need to position it. Yeah, the Dawn of War 4 Necron trailer was good. Kislev is fine. Gondola, I like them a lot. I mean, sure, they have some bad matchups, but I don't think they're the worst. Yeah, we got some tricks up our sleeve, man. All right. We got the Drugina, and he's just there to poke big things and just be a cheap lord, basically. I should have brought restock, at least for the Little Grom. Oh, that would have been the play, yeah. Oh well, all good. So, yeah, you guys are going to move up as soon as the game starts. My opponent's got 15 units, so a little bit stressful, I would say. Dealing with a wide build, but we'll do what we can. So we're going to go here, go here. You're going to go up to the middle. You guys are going to go right there. And the Little Grom is going to start ripping and tearing. So he's got a Bolt Thrower build. Interesting. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. Bolt Thrower it is. So, yeah, we have some things in the woods. Some Bear Riders. A few other pieces, including some big scaries. So we're going to come around the outside. You guys are going to go here. And the Witch Lady is going to be chilling.
Excellent.
Yeah. Oh. Did I crash or did he crash?
A bold choice.
Okay, it was just lag. We're fine.
It is done.
It's fine. Don't panic. Oh. Alright, so we go up here. I'm so tempted to call in my second Little Grom, but that's really dangerous against such a wide build. We'll keep you right here. Prepare ambushes. Yeah, I got some cool schemes afoot. He's going to have... Oh. The Bolt Throwers. The Bolt Throwers are here, boys. Alright. Let's get one more Shad here, and then we have shot at that Chaos Dwarf Warrior. Let's shoot at the Sorcerer Prophet. Shoot at me here as well, with you. And now I got some options. I got some options here. Bolt Throwers will do a little bit, but shouldn't do too much damage. And yeah, we're going to just go ahead and lay an ambush here. See how we want to play this. And we got the 2 Streltsy coming out, so we'll get one set up here, one set up here, one set up here. And then we just kind of carry on our way. All right, direct hit on the Lord. The Pack Trap boys are ready to ambush. So we'll do this. And we're going to go creeping in the backfield here. Let's go here and take our Capture Cats in the backfield and try and shut some shit down. And he obviously is going to call out... Oh, he just called out a Bolt Thrower. That's actually not great for him. Ooh, that's scary. All right, let's do Koljuna's Spirit. We're going to do it right over there. Keep juking. And yeah, ooh, this character needs to get back too. Okay, we got to pay closer attention, man. All right, so the Koljuna's Spirit. I don't know why it didn't get activated. It feels bad. But we're going to go get this Bolt Thrower. And the Capture Cats are going to go back here. Holy shit, are we just getting wrecked right here by these freaking Precursor ammos? All right, so let's get the big boy answering there. Shoot at the Hobgoblin Sneaky Gets. Capture Cats probably need to juke. And we're going to get the Manscore back and then get the Koljuna's Spirit maybe over here. We'll have to see how we do this. All right, very bad early game here, by the way. Very, very bad. All right, let's get you out. Get the Dazen's Hearthblades. That is a freaking disaster and a half. We're going to do that. Send you over to the bolt throwers and get the capture cats back. Now we're just going to run you into the woods and hope for the best. All right, so we do get one bolt thrower for free. We're going to go get the other ones. The manticore is going to come and land here and hopefully cause some mischief. Now I need to actually micro and pay attention to what's going on here. All right, so you shoot here, you shoot here, and you shoot right here. And you're going to get back in the woods. And we do manage to get several of the bolt throwers offline, which is huge. Just a little incremental value like that is great. So you guys shoot the Chaos Throat Warriors. The Coljuna Spirit is going to... We can start ripping up on these guys, actually. Yeah, we can pressure his back objective. I don't hate that. And then we just call on things in the woods, basically. Yeah, that's got to be what it's going to be. All right. Cool. So how's it going back here? Little Grom needs to be shooting at the Great Weapons. Just kind of start wearing those guys down. We are in the process of stealing his back objective, which is nice. And the summon is doing great. Just being mischievous. And that is a nice bombardment right there. Very, very good stuff. Yeah, can't really dodge that. All right, so things of the woods. Let's bring them up. Dazen's Hearthblades are going to go ahead and form ranks right here. And yeah, we are still in the process of getting his back objective. To the woods, exactly. So we'll summon another Manticore just to shut down his backfield. And if we can flip his objective here, the Coljuna Spirit actually doing very, very good work. We're going to save ammo on you. And here comes Homie. So he's thinking about it. We're going to pack trap him, lock him down a little bit, and we do manage to steal his back objective there. All right. So call-ins, more things in the woods. So the Hearthblades can go and start fighting right here. We're going to get the two guns to focus the one that isn't going to be tied up in melee. And the Capture Cats have been able to troll the back objective pretty good. Okay, the Manticore's down. Let's get you guys back and call in some dervishes. I don't have any dervishes right now. Okay. So we're going to just kind of keep gremlining here. Yeah, we can fight this. Keep our lady back. The bolt throwers are online and shooting again. We're going to get more things in the woods coming out. So there they go. Get you guys in the middle. And the Manticore summon, I don't know. I'm like, is it even really worth it to do that? Let's park you on the corner. Keep this going here. And keep value trading with this army. And hope for the best. Streltier doing it. He's making some big misplays by not advancing his army. He should be advancing his army pretty hard right now. All right, let's get a Manticore. And, yeah, we'll wait till it's more necessary. All right, so the ambush on the flank is going. How are we looking? Let's get the Capture Cats to fight right there, because why the hell not? And on the backside, we can call out some archers if we want to. I'm honestly thinking with the way this is, like, he's playing, just another Little Grom, because he's playing very defensively. A lot of bolt throwers, so Little Grom will be safe probably. His Lord is getting it. He needs to watch out for that. Summon a Manticore. Yeah, here comes his Lord. We can get the Little Grom to zero in on the Lord. Pack trap up in a little bit of time here, so let's go for a kill. We're going to summon a flyer, and you're going to shoot the Lord as well. All right, so he's maneuvering. Kadai Fireborn are coming, so we need to get back and yield that ground. Dazen's Hearthblades putting in the heavy lifting. Good, and we can call in probably Warbear Riders, would be nice. All right, so the Drugina is going to be sniping his Lord. We're going to get some Streltsy over there as well, and then you need to come and fight this. You're back. Capture Kitties need to get away. Go flee into the woods. Flee into the woods, Capture Cats. Not going to get his Lord. He's not going to let me get that, so it's fine. Let's set up and shoot. Nice Searing Doom right there. Let's get you guys right there. Get the big boy getting hunted. You shoot here. You get back, and Capture Kitties have escaped. All right, great. I like the idea of a Warbear Rider. That feels pretty good, although shooting at the Kadai is going to be very strong. He's going to range me back there, so we'll just chase him and try and keep him off the battlefield. The Dazen's Shad Blades. Let's go ahead and pop that, and we do see some sneaky gets coming over here, so this is a great opportunity to just fold them and get 500 value for free. So we're just going to fold them right there. All right, so the Manticore has gotten into the cookie jar. Let's get you Capture Cats right there. Get the bows to start shooting here. We've got to be up on value. I'm surprised we're not higher up on value, but yeah, I guess he's been getting some decent poke on us there. Yeah, you guys rotate down here. Hearthblades to the center. Little Grom is shooting at the fire. Yeah, fire guys here. Okay, good. And the Capture Cat should be pretty nice. All right, so we're just going to keep our Chariot Hag lurking. Use her for capture weight. And we got his Lord running. And it looks like the Dawizar army is starting to fold. The Bolt Thrower masses, they're not very good because Little Groms can range them pretty well. How can you get two there's a reason I didn't play Nurgle tonight, King. Nurgle is very popular in the meta right now. Not that they're like OP or anything, but they just got updated, so people are experimenting with them. All right, so now we just blitz the backfield and shut down all his shooting, right? Although he does have Fire Glaives back there. I got to be careful. So let's get the Little Grom onto the Fire Glaives. Advance up our Streltsy lines. And the Sneaky Gets should lose there. The Capture Cats just putting in the clutch work. You got to love it. And we can disengage them here. Here comes his Lord. I don't have any ammo left, or do I? I do have some ammo. Okay. Got a little bit of ammo coming in. All right, so Little Grom is going to be zeroing in here. And I think we can honestly just call in a second Little Grom. It's going to be pretty good, so let's get that thing up. All right, so capture cats need to run. Let's get the things in the woods to go peel this position. The Dazen's Hearthblades are getting in, but they are eating a little bit of Daka. Flock of Doom in the back is going to be nice. And Streltsy will trade very well into the Chaos Dwarf shooting. So, yeah, we definitely want that smoke. All right, Pack Trap Chads, go here. Lord snipe his Lord. And Flock of Doom overcast right here would be pretty good. It's going to hit most of his stuff. All right, so Streltsy shoot and Streltsy shoot. Sometimes with gun units, it's better to just put them where you want them to be and just let them shoot at whatever they can hit, in my experience. But yeah, we'll see. Is he pressuring my back objective? Wow, those guys are actually losing. Holy shit. Okay, so let's get you guys up. Little Grom, we just knock you offline real quick, and then we're going to unsummon you, get you back in the pool, and you guys can just finish these guys off. Great. So his Lord is low. The Drujina is laying into him. Let's get all you guys up in the point. Capture cats go over there as well. Okay. Yeah, wow, I really thought the Dervishes would beat a Sneaky Git unit, but I guess I was wrong. Okay. You live and you learn. All right. Let's get you back there to secure the objective. This is looking good for us. And let's go get that other Bolt Thrower as well. I have not seen Bolt Thrower Chaos Dwarves in quite some time. It's definitely an uncommon way to play them. It has its viability, actually. There are times it's decent. But yeah, I don't think it's the strongest. Shoot the Fireglaves, get the Dazen's Hearthblades in there into melee. Capture cats can go over here and get ready to fight against those big dogs. We're going to move you here. The Hag will get in with her chariot. I'm going to save Flock of Doom for something a little bit better. Got to get the Lord back. Value trading, I've pulled ahead pretty far now. So we're now in good shape. All right, so those guys get chewed up. Let's go down here and get them. Capture kitties are on their way over. Let's get some basic archers just to unleash on you, warriors. And the capture cats will be nearby if need be. All right. Yeah, let's just move down here and go get into the Fireglaves with the other ones. Fireglaves do have halberd guns, so they should be reasonably effective here against us. But the Bull Centaur Renders are going to get it pretty bad, especially with Little Grom shooting them. Are they great weapons? They are, so they'll be terrible against infantry. Now we can send the capture cats to tarp at them. Let's get our Lord to go shoot them as well. All right, Streltsy shoot. You guys set up. Go right there, and it looks like that's kind of sealing the deal. They got some units coming in, but it's time to resummon the dreaded Little Grom round 2. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of Little Grom today. It's very fun, although not every matchup. There's some you don't want to bring it, but Last Samurai you, get the guns out of the way. Lord can go charge, although the precursor ammo is going to be tricky. Pack Trap Chads fighting everybody up there. All right, so let's group up the Little Groms, but looks like that's it. GG. All right. Yeah, that's a dub right there. Now I just literally have to play the 2 best players in the world today. We got Danikin next if he wins his side, which I assume he will. Thank you, Coach Ice. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right. Coach Ice is, yeah, that was the Apache? And also the name of one of the best songs by what the hell is that called? Audio Slave. It's so freaking good. I love that song. He just had a lot of misplays. It was still a winnable game with his build. He should have pressed me, like moved his entire army forward, because he kind of like held the ground and just got shot at. Whereas if he had pushed me back, I could have been in some danger. Yeah. We're hanging in there, John. We're hanging in there, boss. Okay. GG, buddy. Good game. Okay. And how are we looking? When you move to Delaware? Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. My wife is Anna has she's wanted to let me look exactly where it is still. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that's like some serious East Coast. I mean, Anna has wanted to live in the East Coast. I suspect I would have really bad allergies out there. Because I have bad allergies to like damp, kind of like humid, mildewy climates. Not sure how it would go, but Turin, I've listened to every Audio Slave song over time, but yeah, I Am the Highway is one of the best ones. Yeah. They're amazing. One of the best bands of the early 2000s. All right. So let's do this and that. And that's going to be Kislev advancing on. Kislev and Tommy was playing the Chaos Dwarfs. The Chad Bolt Thrower play. It was a good attempt. Anna wants you to move to Poland. I've offered before. I would happily live in Poland. I would have no problem there. But yeah, Anna's been building up her art career here in California and has been having a lot of success. She's got her art in one of our really nice local art galleries, and yeah, so she's pretty happy out here right now. But I would happily live in Poland. I have no qualms with that. Probably get a place in one of the Warsaw suburbs. I love Poland, dude. I would grow fat on pierogi. It'd be rough. I would get very chunky. All right, let's refresh the brackets. See what's up. I grew up on Soundgarden and Rage, but never really liked Audioslave. Really? Wow. You're one of the first people I've heard say that. Yeah, no, I really like Soundgarden. I couldn't name a ton of their songs outside of the one album my dad got me when I was young was the Super Unknown one that has all the famous songs on it. So I pretty much know that one well. I love Soundgarden though. Fell on Black Days is probably my top 5 favorite songs of all time. I love that song. Oh, it's so good. East Coast is mold zone. Yeah, I would die out there for sure, living on the East Coast then, because I have really bad mold allergies. That's why I tend to live in drier climates. Yeah. Did she draw the banner for the channel? Most of the art you've seen for the channel, she's done. Yeah. Most of it. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but Super Unknown is the perfect album. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, one sec here. Okay, let's check this. Trying to find it right now. I can show you guys some of Vanna's art. Let me find it here. Okay, so we're going to do a little showing off right now while we wait for our suffering at the hands of Danikin. Here we go. Yeah, so here is Anna's art website. Yeah, and this is... These are really cool pieces she's done. It's like a collection of like kind of... well, yeah, it's all women in this series. Yeah, so you can see these like big pieces here. And these are all like mixed media elements, so it's like 3D. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite ones. This one's like a Leshnorn from Magic the Gathering. But she has a handful of these in the galleries. This one looks really, really cool. I love this one in person. I mean, they're all amazing. Yeah. Let me see what else we got here. Yeah, here we go. So she does like altered violins as well. So like what we do is she'll find like vintage violins and take them, you know, like ones that are beyond repair, and then she'll take them apart and repurpose them. Yeah, so these are some of the pieces that she sells at the art gallery. These are definitely some of the more popular ones. This one just sold actually. The Artist the Chainsaw. She just sold this one at the gallery. Yeah. So these are some of the pieces she's done, and very like esoteric, inspired by like, you know, Slavic paganism, that type of stuff. It's yeah, it's amazing. So these ones are all, I think, in the art gallery. I think these two, a couple of the violins sold. I think this one sold. This one's sold. Yeah, I see a tournament prize. Yeah, absolutely. We've done that before. And then these are like ones that she's done, I believe, yeah, for like Warhammer stuff too. So these are like some of the custom pieces she's done. Like people will commission her to do things. So she did like a Tomb King's tarot card, a Bretonnian inspired like crest. She did a full mimic chest. So she did this all by hand. This is a legit full size chest that she made. She sculpted it using, I think, some sort of a clay. I'm not sure what she used for that. And all hand painted. Yeah. Amazing stuff. She did a Vampire Coast inspired box. It's really, really rad. A dwarven yeah, like storage box, which was really cool. Bretonnian stuff. Yeah, a lot of neat stuff. But yeah, you can check out the art stuff, and you can contact her on here if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, which is awesome. Yeah. These ones are so epic in person. These are massive, by the way. These things are huge. You can see the measurements here. Yeah. This one's really cool. This is like the Queen Alice, yeah. So what you're saying is you married a baddie? Yeah, yeah. You can see here. Here's the website here. This is the front page. Yeah, here's my lovely, beautiful wife. And I think there's some more art on the front as well. Yeah, she's going to be doing workshops eventually, teaching people how to do art. But yeah, there's the smoking hot wife. All right. So now let's see if we got our business here. And where are we? Do we have the Dread Daniken or Tobias? I need Daniken to pay the troll toll to Tobias. Anna will do custom commissions for like anything you're interested in. Like she has done science fiction. She's done 40K stuff, inspired stuff. She made like a one of the coolest things she's ever made was a Mechanicus dice tray. Oh, that thing was awesome. It was like an AdMech inspired dice tray. It looks so cool. Yeah. It's really cool. I'm thinking of doing a project to engrave a Bowie knife with the Vampire Coast symbols and make a haunted. That sounds awesome. Yeah, that's right up her alley. That's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you play video games on the internet? Yes, I do. I am a gamer. All right, so Daniken should be done with their matchup soon, and yeah, it's Daniken. All right, guys, it was nice to know you. We won 2 solid games today, but we just have pulled a rough lot. All right, lobby's up. All right, so Danny's on the way over. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is going to be Glade of the Everqueen is going to be the map. All right. I have to start the game. I have to start the game while Daniken is on a cigarette break and get a jump on him. That's what needs to happen right now. Yeah. All right. Time to cheese. We'll see. Is he on Nurgle? Oh shit. The new Nurgle. He's so hot right now, dude. Good luck. Have fun. Nurgle's all the hotness. Although Anticity is going to be waiting in the finals with a baseball bat of Slaanesh, so we'll see. I believe it. I mean, I've beaten him before, but it's going to be hard. All right. I like to move it. Let's do that. We're going to get you here. Okay. I think we do this, do that, and we do that. So far, the build is off to a good start. I wonder how we approach this. Daniken is good at every single faction. And the problem with Daniken isn't what faction he's playing, it's how good his micro is. Like, he doesn't really make micro mistakes. You know when you, like, catch somebody slipping, you're like, oh, that was great. Yeah, but he kind of just doesn't make such mistakes frequently. You know? So let's have that. And then these guys have what? What's up? How's it going? Welcome. How's it going, Gro? Okay, so that's fine. And then... No Enden. But there's definitely going to be an Enden here. He's probably going to bring Noxbringer. I would wager. Okay, so let's get these guys. A couple of those in the mix. All right, now it's Nurglin time. It sure is. Yeah, we got to watch out for Angels of Decay. They can definitely cause some mischief. So bring you in the mix. 100 dervishes. Yeah, it reminds me of that scene from what's that Star Trek show? The Orville. Yeah. 500 cigarettes, and they just keep ordering them. Yeah, it's like, that shit was so funny. All right. Nurgle's so hot right now. All right. And Daniken are playing today. We could get like a championship preview match in the grand finals. Granted, I think it would favor Ent because Nurgle does kind of struggle there. But, you know, we'll have to see this. I like that show, Orville. It's weird. Orville started like it was like kind of just pure Haggard comedy parody, but then it kind of became a regular show. Right? Like it was yeah. It was weird. It became an actual show. All right, so let's get you and you. And then what do we want to mix in? I'll get this guy. I think we can cut you. Get you in the reinforcing army. Yep, and that looks good to me. I think we're about ready to party. It's going to be a fun little build here. We'll see what the Dread Daniken has in store for us. I'm sure nothing friendly. It started as a parody, but yeah, it like became like an actual show. The It's Always Sunny's group tried to do one like that, and it was not good. It didn't survive the pilot. Oh, got it. Orville is amazing. It's like I watched it maybe 2.5 years ago, but I like from what I remember from it, it became one of my favorite shows. Like I vividly remember getting deep into the show and being like sad that there wasn't more. You know? Yeah. Yeah, that was something. All right. Cool beans. Just kind of fine-tuning everything here. And is there any reason to bring this? I don't think so, actually. I think we just cut that and then get 2 of you guys. All right, good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see what's up and hopefully survive the wrath of Daniken here. How dare you kill Trouble? How can you say Kislev? Kislev is like one of the coolest factions in the game. Just hardened warriors in a frozen wasteland, holding as a bastion against like literally all the world's evil. I mean, dude, come on. It's just awesome. They are like, you remember the handshake from the Predator movie where Arnold shakes the hand of his squad member? Oh, what the heck is that guy's name? Oh, I can't remember. Apollo Creed. That bro handshake, that's literally the Empire in Kislev, like holding the lands. You know? Dylan, you son of a... I love that, dude. Okay, so now that we're on the subject of Star Trek, the new Star Trek show with, one sec, hold on. Strange New Worlds is really, really, really awesome. I like Strange New Worlds. I think it's good. I think the interpretation of the Gorn is fun. Adding a little bit of like horror is exciting. Carl Weathers, damn it, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Norska is pretty badass too. I mean, I was listening to some Heilung the other day, that song, the one where he's like talking to Odin's crows or whatever, the Alfir, I don't know the rest of it, but that song makes you want to play Norska. Oh my god, it's got like the craziest bass drop. It's so good. All right, well, anyways, we have Tsarina Katarine to fight the Nurgle characters with her 2 pet cats. We have 2 heavy war sleds to fight infantry and then a couple skirmish cav to play the objective, so that's what it's going to be. All right. One sec. Let me just check on the Chihuahua. It's making some funny sounds. You all good, sweetie? You all good? All right. She's standing in the doorway looking at me. Can I help you? You wanna play some Warhammer? I don't think your paws would work on the mouse. Okay. Okay. I'll drop a link to that Heilung song. It's awesome. It's so epic. All right. So what do we have? What the fuck is this? What the hell is this shit? What is this build? It's got just a random toad. Okay, we both have weird builds, and this is going to be a weird game. I really regret not bringing that little Grom now. Holy shit. Thankfully, I do have some anti-large and some shooting, so we're not completely helpless. All right, so let's get you guys here. We're going to get you guys and just call in, I think, some basic archers. The war sleds can do some shooting and kiting against these guys. So we're going to take those up. Katarine on the dragon, yeah. She is. All right, so let's... If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That is certainly a build. Daniken's micro is too good. We're not going to be able to get him. Yeah, we just got to scatter and dodge. Yeah, oh, we actually hit him. Holy shit, look at that. Heavy war sled's putting a little bit of hurt down. Nice. He's hiding behind the hill, which makes a lot of sense. He has a Chaos Lord there, so we're going to go steal his objective now on the home base. And, yeah, you archers are going to just come up here and chill. We're going to steal some objective, and you guys are going to hang out over here. Dragon is chilling, and you guys just kind of keep splitting the difference. All right. Is he going to let us have his home objective? Find out on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z. He's juking, he's dodging. We do see some Nurglings coming out. So let's get you guys coming just to secure and hold ground. And Daniken, kind of chilling out. Ooh, he does get a good Noxbringer shot on us. I lapse a micro for 1 second, and he punishes me. All right, so back we go, back we go. I mean, those are really big targets, so we're still kind of hitting them. We do see the Nurgling Gremlins coming out. We got him on the cap here, which is good. If we can win this, it's going to be great. I think my build would actually be pretty good against his if my micro was as good as his. I mean, I have good micro, but it's still 40-year-old man micro, you know, with hand problems. All right, let's get the Beowulfs coming out. He's bleeding. He's taking damage, that's for sure. Like, these bullets are hitting the Chaos characters. So that is quite nice. Let's get you back. Advance you over here. Looks like we did dodge that. Still got it. And the heavy war sleds are putting in the work. All right. If you net, yeah, there's some ideas, but he will commit to the fight in that case. We just got to let him not have this objective, basically. All right, so archers come up, and he's thinking about fighting over the objective here. We just keep shooting at... I mean, I could shoot at the Toad Dragon or the Chaos Sword. Doesn't really matter too much, yeah. All right, so yeah, the Noxbringer is getting my skirmishers down. Thankfully, it's just the crappy skirmishers, though. He does have healing. Yeah, a little bit of healing is there. You're going to creep up this way. All right, heavy war sleds are doing it. We got his Lord low, so he's dodging, but we are still hitting him pretty consistently. Yeah, we're still getting him pretty steadily here and maintaining capture weight. All right, let's get another dude coming out for the Dude God. We do get you up. I mean, I could pack trap that guy. So let's... No, he's probably privy to that. He probably knows I'm lurking with something here. All right, so here he comes, and he's chasing. So we're going to go ahead and pack trap you. Yes, good. And he's going to get snared down. We're going to put a little bit of shooting here, get you guys unleashing on him. And the heavy war sleds are just going to kite. Meanwhile, you guys get on the Chaos Lord, and we get on the Chaos Lord, and we're just going to try and take him out. So the Toad Dragon is snared, which is great. And we got the 2 capture kitties. You guys are going to rotate this way. And the Chaos Lord is getting wrecked pretty bad. So he's getting capture catted and also hit by those. Things in the woods are going to come over here. We're going to get you up on the objective and take the chariots over this way. And we do manage to bully that Chaos Lord. And now we just need to disengage before we get caught, you know. So you're going to retreat back, calling more things in the woods. Yeah, they're going to come out. And as long as we disengage without taking too much damage, that's a big old win for us. All right, so things in the woods. Heavy war sleds are going to just wreck these Nurglings. And we're going to park you on the outside. Okay. So those guys have gotten it. Looking good, looking good. Pack traps are coming back. And we're about to feast on Nurgle's soul over here. They don't have any other mass in the right spot. So we are going to be able to cause a lot of mischief there. All right, shoot at the Nurglings. Let's do this. Get the pack trap homies here and do that. And get a Kisselbite Warrior coming out. Great, everybody's rolling. And we are probably steamrolling them on this point pretty good. Probably pretty good. All right, back you go. Let's retreat you. Things in the woods can come get them. Capture kitties need to run away. And we just keep playing a really, really cautious game. Oh, are those Rot Knights? No, God, I was like, did I not notice a Rot Knight call out? That would have been a disaster. All right, so how are the chariots doing? They are obliterating a lot of the Nurgle units, including the Chosen, hopefully. Let's keep wheeling through. We'll call in the Patriarch next. Let's start shooting here. Capture cats can go nibble on you and just play it safe. And we're going to do a fake capture cat to take this fight as well. All right, so up you go. Let's get you and you to shoot here. Heavy war sleds need to get back. I don't know what's pinning me in place, but the capture kitties do get some good damage. Now let's send in the real one. Pack trap boys keep shooting, and Tsarina Katarine can try and help out against these Chosen Nurgle, which we might need to yield the objectives for now. We'll have to see. Yeah, we gotta play it safe. All right, so the capture cats have taken like 0 damage. They've just been absolute Giga Chads. Things in the woods are putting in a little bit of work. All right, and let's just keep that shooting going. Heavy war sleds are shooting here. Might have thrown a little bit by letting Katarine get caught by the big Nurgle blob, but should be okay. All right, she's fast, but is she fast enough? All right, you get in, peel, provide a little bit of covering fire. You guys shoot at the Toad Dragon is still in there. It's getting a little bit low. Let's send you here. And the capture cats can go after the Noxbringer, which is fine. Katarine's going to need a little bit of healing, and we can start Blitzkrieg bopping the... What is that? That is the Sorcerer? All right, so we're going to get the Sorcerer, because I think he's the weak link there. How are we looking there? Let's move you guys up to that. You guys provide a little bit of fire support, and we can consider getting the Dazen's Hearthblades here soon. So those are just regular Rotflies. Capture cats need to get away. Go, go, capture kitties. Good, good. Heavy war sleds are still lurking, so let's get them to run down some of the chosen here. Patriarch is out. So let's gather you guys up for the big healing and see what we can get done. All right. So where are we? Things in the woods are doing it. Let's pull you guys back to fight here. Capture kitties are going to go under. We're pretty well ahead on value right now, and the Patriarch is now going to drop a fat heal. He's going to drop the base. Awesome. And the heavy war sleds can go back into the infantry. Danikin's Hero Corps has certainly seen better days. Let's get some Griffin Legion coming out, and we'll have to see where he decides to go with these guys. All right. So pack trap on the Rotflies. Let's just shoot at them. Heavy war sleds are coming. Let's get the war sleds back. Katarine's going to go over there as well. Patriarch can go help clear, and you guys can come help clear these chosen as well. All right. So the fighting continues. We need the cats to get some good fights. He lands on the ground, which is actually okay for us because now we can get in there and cause some mischief. Griffin Legion is nearby. Let's get you guys over. And those are Chosen of Nurgle, which I don't love that they're there. That's kind of hard. The Toad Dragon is still healthy. The Rotflies are getting chewed up. Let's bring you guys over to go save our back objective. Make sure we don't lose it. Yeah, let's just do all that. That's going to be good. You guys can do this. We're munching on the Rotflies pretty hard right now. But we're going to need to disengage here. I should have enough for another Death Frost to, like, potentially take down one of his big characters. The Toad Dragon is there. I think Death Frosting the Sorcerer is going to be big. Chariots go get on those Chosen. You run away. And the Rotflies, we could bro charge here. I think that's fine. Capture kitties need to get away. And Danikin's Sorcerer is really, really vulnerable at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and get a Death Frost on you. Take down his healing. So that character is most likely going to die. All right, let's get one more Griffin Legion out. Let's run him up. Unsummon the things in the woods. Hopefully that Nurgle character will go in the trash. And then we can come and try and pick on these guys. And the Patriarch is needing to go join with Katarine. All right, so the Griffin Legion, unfortunately, getting chewed up here a little bit. Value is close, but I do have healing as well. Heavy war sleds are slowly killing those Chosen. Capture cats get a little bit of a jump, and then they're going to retreat. I do have Frostfang here. Let's drop it like it's hot. Those guys are just going to have to fight to the bitter end. Yeah, they're just going to have to fight to the bitter end here. And these are Chosen of Nurgle as well. So let's get a hammer and anvil kind of sandwich on them. All right. That character is heavily overextended, so Katarine and company should just turn around and farm that guy. Chosen of Nurgle should get it. And if we can start picking off his SEs, we have a lot of time to trade. Katarine doesn't have any sniping at the moment. Wow, that actually hurt pretty bad. Let's get the healing here. I don't think those are Rot Knights. Those are just horsemen, right? Yeah, those are just horsemen. Okay. Okay, so healing is activated. Let's pull back. Yeah, get you guys in the mix. If I get trapped in there with all that poison and mess, we could lose right now. So I got to get back. Let's go hammer those guys out. A little bit sloppy, but as long as Katarine lives, there's a fighting chance. All right, so the Nurgle are getting punished. The Patriarch just got hit for like 5,000 damage by something. I don't know what the hell that was. And we have another Death Frost. So let's get the Patriarch out. He still has another heal, so we really need him. Let's get the things in the woods coming. And cool. So he escaped. The capture cats, unfortunately, did not. We could Death Frost snipe something here. It's definitely possible. Let's get on the Pestigors. Capture cat's going to come over there and try and threaten that objective. We've been able to hold on to this one. Let's go get back on those guys. And the Chaos Lord is definitely playing a dangerous game here. Let's get him with the Death Frost. Yeah. That might turn the tide of the fight. We have things in the woods coming in, which will mitigate healing. So we need Katarine to win her respective fight. Let's bring you over and get you on the Chaos Sword. I don't know how that Chaos Sword is winning this fight, though. Holy shit. Katarine should have that one, have him dead to rights right there. All right. Noxbringer is open for the attack as well. We have enough mana for one more Death Frost, which is great. So we're going to get the kitty on him there. That's what the cats are all about. And now we can attack the Noxbringer. Okay. We've been able to hold our back objective, but he might be able to threaten it now, which is not good. Let's get some things in the woods coming over here. You guys get on the objective. And the Chaos Lord is down. Maybe we get this big boy. Yeah. Got to get that Chaos Lord offline. Yeah, all right, boys. It's a tight game. It's a very, very tight game. And we need to just get some fast units over here. Try and do it. Heavy war sleds are actually being ground down, which is wild. And can we finish this thing? Death Frost in 5 seconds will finish it. Okay, and the Chaos Sword is, he needs to go. Yeah, he's got to go. So we're going to chase him right there. All right, Death Frost on you. Should finish it. Let's charge the Toad Dragon, charge it, try and get a kill. And if we can get all his SEs in one fell swoop, that'd be pretty massive. All right. This point, though, is in the brink of being lost. He's catching up on points. I have a little bit of time to work with. I think we have one more Patriarch heal, so if Katarine can stabilize here, that's big. So Noxbringer's down. And Colin's here. Yeah, we need to get the basic call. The Chaos Lord is down as well. So the only thing he really has left is the Toad Dragon. Okay. But it's going to be hard to get all these points from Nurgle, that's for sure. All right, so let's get in there. Let's terror out some of these bad boys. Patriarch is going to drop the heals. He tried to breath attack Katarine. That's hilarious. Let's get a breath attack, and that objective is coming back into our clutches. How's this fight looking? Yeah, the Chaos Lord has 30 HP, is about to be killed. The Toad Dragon is also on the brink of breaking, so this could be our time to shine. Let's go fight right there, get that objective back, and honestly, I think we just got to call dudes in right now, just whatever we can kind of get up quickly. All right, so focus those Chosen. Yep, finish them off. Patriarch there providing some nice buffs. The Toad Dragon is down for the count. And the Chaos Lord has ran. All right, let's go start threatening that objective. And it looks like he's going to be committing the Rot Flies. Hard to say. All right, so this is going to go to us, which will stop the bleeding, thank goodness, and get us back on the board. And we got Rot Flies here, so we just go after them. And let's take another Horseman over there. Did I summon it in the wrong spot? I did. That's awesome. Okay. So you guys move up. Zarina Katarine is doing it. And we do have Capture Weight going right here. He calls out the Nurgle Sorcerer to try and heal the Toad Dragon, but it shattered. Oh, I can't tell you how good that is for us. It's very, very strong. All right, Capture Cat, come help right here. You Griffin Legion need to get unsummoned, and you guys hopefully can win that fight. All right, so now we just blitz to this point and go from there. You guys move up. Okay, get the Kislev Death Star of Doom. He really only has the Sorcerer at the moment. Has a little bit of action going over here, but if we can get his home objective, then we just kind of win. So we're just going to beeline it for that. This is just a distraction over here, this guy, really. He might actually go to my home point, but I do have some dudes here who can hold that. So we just flip this, and that's probably GG. That one's not going to flip over there. He's going to secure that. And then he's going to have to find a way to hold his main objective. The Toad Dragon being offline is pretty massive. Let's get everyone on the Nurglings, clean them up, and take those guys offline here. Let's get you guys on the edge. You're going to go over there and just kite and distract his whole army, hopefully, and we should be able to kill these Nurglings rather quickly. So now what we do is we reinforce our home objective, so let's get you guys up with the Dazen's Hearthblades, and we just try and win on the two. Okay. Yep, that's going to us. Katarine just being a Chadette. These guys just can continue kiting over here, and he's going to regroup, but I should be out of his reach now. I have too much going. Holy shit, this was a sweaty game. I can't believe we beat... Yeah, I can't believe we won this. I mean, the Toad Dragon I don't think was great in this matchup here, but I mean, maybe it could have been. I don't know. All right, so there we go. Looking good. We got that objective. You guys shoot here, and we just got to hold here for a bit longer. Just a little bit. All right, you come back here. Let's get you over there. And do I have any speed I can pull in? Yeah, Capture Cats are good. We'll get the Capture Kitties in. Just it's 3 Capture Weight. That's very tough to deal with, right? All right, so he's got the Pestigores coming in. I'm just going to be using these guys as a giant hammer. We got to hold a bit longer. Yeah, we have the Dazen's Hearthblades there. So let's just do an Alpha Strike while he's hopefully out of position. But the Rot Boys are going to come. Yeah, and now we just Unga Bunga this. Yeah, this is basically all we do. The Chaos Lord's coming. Oof, it's going to be tight. It's going to be really tight. Yeah, I need to get you in here, you in here. Katarine can help out versus these flies. He does have the Capture Weight, but I need to be able to win on one, man. Oh, that's so tough. Come on. Keep the Capture Weight. This is what Kislev's all about. Fighting to the bitter end against the forces of chaos. All right, that's Capture Weight. That's Capture Weight. Little things like that make all the difference. The Kislevite Lord is going to run here, obviously. And could I call something in and threaten the side objective? Oh, God, man, I don't know. The Chaos Lord does break me there, but I still have a lot of Capture Weight lurking on this objective, and we did bunker bust a lot of his units off. Let's get you guys up, pull you back. Let's just get another Capture Cat. I sent it on the wrong call-in. I should have been a little bit further up. All right, do I win on one? I will in a very short amount of time. So we just got to fight on this objective a little bit longer. And I think we just went on the one. And then we want to get this Capture Cat actually out, if we can, and get the Patriarch out too. So he's going to start sitting on the edge of the objective here. Okay, I do win on one now. So we just go here, Capture Cat, and we just say, come at me. Come fight my Dazen's Hearthblades. That's what they have their passive for. I know. Truly, truly relevant. People underestimate Capture Cats. In the Nurgle matchup, they're really good at fighting the characters and monsters and stuff. They're squishy, but they pack a little bit of punch. This is like a lore-friendly Kislev Chaos fight, just holding to the bitter end and just barely winning. I don't know. Unless I did my math wrong, we'll see. So we just call out Griffin Legion next. You guys park on the edge of the objective. Don't let him have it. Oh, lovely. Right as I move and blob up, he gets me with that. Griffin Legion? Yes, I think so. Although I don't think I can afford to wait. I just got to get shit out. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Capture cats. Capture cats, go! Feast my minions. Do we have any Vanguard capture weight? We do have those guys. Man, I've like got nothing cheap, so it's kind of sketchy actually. Dazen's Hearthblade's gonna pop the Winter Song. He slows me down, the dirty dog. And yeah, this is pretty much all we got. He does have enough capture weight to get me, but the question is, can I hold it for another 10 seconds? Hold! Hold! Oh! Dazen's Hearthblades! Yes, we did it! We won! Holy shit! Oh, old man still got it. He still got some tricks up his sleeve. Alright, GG, well played. That was a fun game. Well played, Danikin. Yeah, the Toe Dragon, people are trying him out right now in every matchup. That was a cockfight. So Tsarina, 2800. GG, dog. Quite the cockfight, Danikin. Tsarina, 2800. The heavy war sleds were clutch. They were clutch. Look at that. 21, and then we got 1900 here. Yeah. Good performances. Capture Kitties did decent, too. Yeah, build worked. All right, man. Let's go. That's like when you arm wrestle your dad, you know? You're stronger than him, but like sometimes he can get a hold of your wrist and beat you. That was the dad move in the arm wrestling world. All right, so that's here, and now we got Kislev versus Nurgle. All right, just needed a land mattress. I know if we had a Polish land mattress, that would have been great. That would have helped a lot. I mean, the Empire has land mattresses in this game. They literally do. Let's see what Rogue AI is playing. He probably has a lobby up somewhere. Let's find him. Rogue AI, lobby. Hey man, we're up. You got a lobby. Okay, so he does have a lobby open. This is our next match. I feel like I should just retire. I should like fake being injured now and just retire with my victory. All right. Oh God, Slaanesh again. I just can't shake him today, dude. I can't shake him. All right. Accursed Slaanesh, dude. Well, if we're gonna get taken out, there's what better faction to lose twice to today than Slaanesh? Because then we can just complain we lost because of OP factions and not because of skill exchanges. Yeah, that's exactly what we got cooking. All right, so the next one is going to be the Jade Tome. Jade Tome. All right. Kislev versus the Tides of Heretics. It really is, man. All right, so we don't need that. That's good. And then Hingen. I think we can do that. Is it Anticity? Because if it is, I don't know why it is. That's my problem. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Cool. Yeah. He's got the wrong map. So I want him to make sure he's got it right. Okay. So thinking a little something here. I like the way this is going. Yeah, all the heavyweights are out today. That's right. It's the big leagues. All right. Just about ready. And awesome. Okay, so this build is pretty badass. We got to worry about the dreaded Slaanesh popping out of the woods. Actually have some interesting ideas here. That is a serious consideration I'm making. Yeah, right. Anti-snipe cryptic commentary filter on. It's very cryptic, dude. It's so super, super cryptic. Slanesh, eh? Evil OP Slanesh. That dog looks like a gremlin. Yeah, Wookiee was very much a gremlin. Yeah, he was a good boy in life. He was a menacing little creature. Okay, let's get you in the mix. And then I think 3 of these will probably be good. The boob snakes, yeah, I know. I'm scared of them. As we all should be. They're frightening. Alright, so that looks fine to me. Get you in there. And then I think we just do these guys, yeah. Couple of these to keep it honest. And I just like don't like the idea of bringing any sort of like missile unit here. It's like I feel like it's just not going to end well, you know? I feel like it's going to be a bad time. All right, this is a wild build, man. It might work. It very well could work. Cryptic Wookiee, yeah. He was a little bastard. He used to chase me around. He was so protective of women. When we rescued him from a shelter, and he was like, they were like, yeah, he's like. So firstly, we rescued Wookiee, and to be completely clear, we didn't care about how old he was, but they're like, yeah, he's like 3. We're like, all right. We get the dog, and the vet's like, yeah, he's probably like 7. So we get Wookiee, and he just like, they said he didn't like men either. So he player hated on me so hard. Like my wife, like he would just follow my wife, like a dutiful hound. But with me, I was like, he would always be giving me the side eye. Yeah, he was a great little guy. Now, like, I want to bring Ice Guard Glaives. Like, that is what I want. But you can't always have what you want. All right. There we are. I'm doing a truly forbidden build. This is either going to get freaking crushed or it's going to be the new secret sauce in the meta. I should use these chevrons or spend that money, right? Yeah, let's do that. Is that when I cast things? Alright, guys. That is something. Let's spend some Chevys on the levy, and the levy was dry. Looks fine. Alright. GLHF. If you're gonna lose with style. I like this. Chad Women Defender, that's right. Wookiee was like a Grail Guardian, and my wife was like the Lady of the Lake. That was basically the dynamic, and I was like a Bretonnian peasant in the house. That's how I still get treated that way by the dog. Although this other dog likes me more. Yeah. All right. So I brought something pretty unexpected, which maybe will pay dividends for me. We'll have to find out. It's going to be fun regardless. Waiting for Rogue AI to load. He's probably going to go maximum sweat, I would wager. Because it's a tournament. He wants to win. Makes sense. We're pretty far, actually, on the bottom brackets. If we can get through this, we have a decent chance of making finals and losing to Anticity again. All right. So I got a little Grom. I have a Frozen Heart of Winter Bear. Now, why does this thing only have 11,000 HP? I think this thing could use an HP buff as well. We got Mother Ostankia, because her Rampage is actually pretty good. So she's going to be rolling dirty with the Bear Rider contingent. And we got a couple of you guys just to grab this point. Mother Ostankia. I'm hoping this build is a Warhammer of Danny. I don't know. In the Court Jester? I don't know that one. Gyarados? I have no idea. It is a reference that has escaped me, my friend. He could just be armor checking me, which is fine. I have good anti-infantry in reserve, so a pretty well-rounded army. Wild build. You know, wild builds... Rogue AI is probably a more meta-adjacent player. So I expect he's going to have a build against Meta Kislev, so we're getting hog wild here today, guys. All right, what's it going to be? Oh, bear, dude. Huge freaking bear. You know, minus the cannon, it's kind of scary. How dare you shit on my cannon, bro? Anticity player hating on it. You just watched this little Grom pay for itself. Okay, well, the infantry swarm. All right. So, yeah, demonettes, some other scaries. And let's just start shooting at these dudes. We got our home objective, so now we're going to go skirmish. You guys move up and do this. Look at that little Grom, dude. Showing those Slangors who's boss. Now we're going to go get some of the Forsaken. So, yeah, we probably want to get some, like, true infantry on our back point so we don't have to sit there. So we're going to save up for the big boys. Can we keep him from getting this? That'd be huge, actually. All right, he's coming for blood. Yes. Yeah, we've kept him from capturing this. He just has, like, 90 movement speed infantry, my favorite. Mother Ostankia probably should use the bear launcher on you guys. We're going to get a breath attack on you as well. And just keep it going, man. Get you guys coming out. Oh, bear breath. Damn, look at that bear, dude. That bear just baptized him. All right. Yeah, like, I do actually regret bringing the little Grom, although it is forcing him to attack me, which is nice. Those are demonettes. We can actually just go run them down here and do a little bit of this, and we'll see where he decides he wants to fight. Ostankia's got to be careful, though. She is a good chariot character. But, yeah, we will call out some mobility here. The little Grom is going to be under a big threat, so let's come back here and get this. And the Stank train is just going to keep it going. Move you guys over this way, and we will call out a Griffin Legion here in a second. All right, so he's going to rotate to the objective. Mother Ostankia is going to keep rolling dirty, blasting Limp Biscuit. We all know that's the jam she listens to. Let's move you guys this way, and we're going to call out some shot cav here in a moment. All right, so yeah, he runs. This is kind of good. You know, it's kind of decent. Is he going to land with the Furies? I don't know. If I can just sit on my back point and just value trade like this with all my abilities, it's going to be a pretty big win. All right, that's a freebie right there, if I've ever seen one. And that unit will die. We'll get another bear breath right there. So we're going to move the bear up. And remember, Mother Ostankia has shooting. So she can just sit and shoot with her pimp chariot. All right, so that Fury should be free real estate. We have a lot of time to value trade. Definitely do a buildup of some sort. All right, so the demons are disintegrated. Little Grom is back online. Let's get it shooting again. And the bear is the word. All right, let's get the bear to breath attack right there. Take out you bear riders. Looks like some Hellstriders coming over here. A little bit of a mistake on the positioning. Breath attack, wrecking it from the elemental bear. All right, you love to see it. A couple Hellstriders waiting in the wings. Let's get the bear riders to go run them down, and we're going to move you up, try and dodge that. Mother Ostankia is going to roll. And, oh, did we actually dodge that? Partially, okay. That's fine. All right, so the bear is going to have to make its way over to that other objective eventually. And we are going to call in one more dude to hold this objective here. Although, I don't know. We might not be able to abandon our back objective. We'll have to see. All right, so the Stank is going. My opponent's got the Hellstriders lurking in the wings. And the Griffin Legion should trade pretty well here. I could rampage them, so we're going to go ahead and do the Malediction of Madness and rampage them in. And that should mean the free kill for us. All right, so just slow incremental value trading. Those guys are rampaged. Let's get in here. The bear can get ready to go. And yeah, that should be a fight that we definitely win. We're going to imbue magical attacks. Looking good. Elemental bear is coming over, and I hope they take the blob fight on us there. That would be good. Bear riders need to come this way. Let's do this. And now Mother Ostankia can do the Forbidden Fens right there. All right. The Stank, the big Stank is going hard. Let's do this. And I think we do well in this blob fight. We're going to pop the Frozen Heart of Winter's ability. Yeah, cool. You guys keep skirmishing, and then we can call out some shot cavalry to flank these guys and give them the biz. And we do kind of dominate that blob fight. Oh, Frozen Bear of Winter. All right, you guys go get on the capture weight. Yeah, get you over there as well. Little Grom is still paying dividends. And we do break that objective open. So now I think we just roll over and steal the side objective here real quick. And I think we have the forces necessary to hold this. We'll see. The bears, they do magic damage, so they're pretty good here. Yeah, and we will pop the lightning ability. It's going to be great. Let's get the Zargard in there. Keep kiting. And then you guys just feast on these demonettes. All right, so how are we looking here? Yeah, the Winged Lancers and company, folded up the demonettes for the most part. The bears are fighting a good fight. Let's retreat back, and we can call in some of the light cav to provide a little bit of support to the bears. And let the Zarguard really, really feast it up. Here, that fight should be a win. Yeah, it should be. Charge you guys like so. Little Grom can start shooting at the Lord a little bit. See if we can get a freebie on that. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll try. Send in the light cavalry, and we're definitely going to need some more shot cav here soon. Let's just pull you guys back. And get Griffin Legion. Probably is better. No, I don't think we have time. We just need the Winged Lancers. Alright, so he's going to steal my objective here. It's going to be a hard hold, honestly. Let's get you guys in the back of those. And we need to go get that objective, at least to have something. These guys can come and Space Jam Slam these Slangors is probably a better play. And a lot of crumbling demons right now. A lot of crumbling demons. Yeah, I can see it. Alright, so we are up in value, but, you know, Slaanesh is a menace. The fact that they haven't been able to get this point is huge, and we just need to kite them here. Just run. Yeah, just run. Now we just fight. Yeah, because he slowed us. We can't get away. Alright, so the Stanking Company going to get on that objective with the bear. Rear charge there is quite good. And holding on to this objective is immensely big. Immensely big. Alright, the Elemental Bear is chilling. Mother Ostankia can rampage that guy, but I'm going to wait on the rampage. See where this plays out. Let's finish you guys off. We need to unsummon some stuff to make sure we don't run out. And yeah, we gotta maintain that double cap. Gotta do it. Both Brothers of Tor have cleaned up. So now what we can do is we can rampage these guys with the Malediction of Madness. And that should mean we get the fight that we want. Alright, so you're gonna come here. We're gonna do this. And you guys go there. So now they're rampaged into my anti-large calf. So pretty big. People forget the Stank. She is a sleeper menace in a lot of matchups. Alright, let's do that. Looking good. And just keep shooting at that Lord, because that's going to keep him in the trees, you know? The bear flips the point. As long as we unsummon things and keep calling things back in, we should win this game. And that is going to be Seekers of Slaanesh. Not too worried about them. Let's get you guys unsummoned as well, because I need to make sure I don't run out of shit to call in. Okay, Cannonball's going in the deep, and we do hit his Lord. Let's get vision. And now we just move up and get all the objectives. All right. Oh, bear. Bear. The bear breath. Oh, bear breath attack. Oh. The bear should win that fight, honestly. Now we can go up. Slaanesh is a faction that doesn't do well on the back foot. When they're winning, you know, they win hard, but here, yeah, the Seekers are going to get folded. That is a big, scary ROR fighter. Let's get a Patriarch out. He's going to come provide a little bit of healing, and the Seekers are chasing Mother Ostankia, which I could rampage them again. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Let's get some swordsmen. I got to make sure I don't lose the Stank. So we're going to do the rampage on them. Okay. All good. That objective's going to go to us. And we have a couple fiends here being a menace. So let's charge and charge. Mother Ostankia should be fine with the infantry support coming in. And now we see the Lord going in for a little bit of ninja play. Oh, wow. That actually hurt really bad. Jeez. We need to get you over to help Mother Ostankia. Okay, so there is some back pressure coming in. We can get some fast cav. Get you guys up. Do this. Those are just Hellstriders, so we won't die like immediately to them. Bear can come this way. Slaanesh can steal your shit quick, so you got to be careful. Let's get you to come in and fight and fight. Ostankia eating the brunt of that charge is not what I had on my bingo card. The bear doesn't even really need heal, so I'm just going to pop it now so I don't lose her. And we can do Malediction of Madness on you guys just to... Oof. Am I really going to lose Ostankia to this shit? That would be a disaster. I guess I could resummon her. She's got 500 HP. Okay. Goodness gracious. That actually could have been a throw. The Kislevites Cav there. Yeah, making their way downtown. Alright, so those guys got broken. I just keep Mother Ostankia very deep set right now. Malediction of Madness is on cooldown at the moment. Alright, Griffin Legion and company move up. Let's unsummon the Zarguard. And we need to call in some just regular dudes for capture weight. Yeah, Furies there is fine. They will not get the objective back. We can pop that lightning shenanigans. We're going to keep the Stank in the shadows. Little Grom will be unsummoned, giving us a decent little refund. And we just got to watch out for the snipe on the Stank. That's one thing that would maybe give me some nerves here. All right, the bear is coming. Still fighting well. You, Patriarch, can probably stay with Mother Ostankia. You can take you out of the group. And they can just chill out together. I'm going to pull a Griffin Legion over this way to make sure we don't lose it. Because, like, What can he do with against the bear? Like, there's the only thing would maybe be boob snakes would be my guess. Keep these cav over here. Those are going to be what's? Those are going to be some evil Slaneshi cav. In reserve, things in the woods were there as an armor check in case he went infantry spam, which is something he can do. But, yeah, I think we're all right. Let's unsummon you guys. Get you back in the pool now. My opponent's going to want to tease me here, so we're going to get him with the Malediction of Madness if he comes too close and just get the free kills. He's going to try and get Mother Ostankia here, so what we do is we just rampage these, and then my cavalry will kill them. Alright. So they're rampage, which is exactly what you want. That spell is so freaking good. People always forget about it. That's what she said all day, dude. All day, every day. That is indeed what she said. Alright, let's get the light cav. These guys can just chill, come across. And, yeah. I think we're in good shape. Let's do that. Get you to come help the Mother Stank. There we go, and we can do the nuclear bear launcher. Nuclear bear launch detected. Alright, and yeah, let's move you guys up. The bear is just going to AFK on his home point. Oh shit! Here comes the bear! Oh, dude, that actually did a shit ton of damage. We need more bear missiles. Yeah, the bear missiles are in full effect. Let's get the Zargar coming out just to make sure you guys advance up there. Just keep fighting the fight against these guys. Should be fine. And I can debuff them with this, but I don't think it matters too much. All right. Holy shit, we won that. Oh, man. Let's go. That build actually freaking worked. I cannot believe that. I think the cannon was like probably the vulnerability in that build, but it did make him advance up. Yeah. GG, dog. All right. We'll take that win. We take those. We take those. So 1,800, 1,500, 1,200 here, 1,700. Yeah. The ground shots did good, yeah. The Kislev Cav do hold up very well. Yeah, he went infantry heavy, but we didn't have too many problems with the infantry swarm, it seemed. All right. Let's go to the next round, guys. Well played to Rogue AI. And we'll report that. So that's going to be us, and that is Kislev versus the right to bear arms. Yeah, that was against Slanesh. All right, there we go. All right, it's a shame Anticity was watching that, because if I get to the finals against him, that was probably what I would try, something like that. Yeah, the boy knows now. I'd have to change it up. All right, what do we got? Hey, Maddie, thank you for being a member for 68 months. Jesus, dude, it's been that long. All right, we got Abdelzarak. I think he's on dwarves. Yeah, I think he is. He's either dwarves or Nurgle. I'm not sure. No, don't do that, KV. Stop. No. All right, so I assume it's Razik time. That's my secret to winning. Before every game, I lather my body in mayonnaise. I just rub it all over myself. It empowers me. So I love mayonnaise, dude. Oh, it's so good. All right. Grease's Goldtooth approves. He does. All right. So we got Abdelzarak. Another Nurgle matchup. It's fun. Hey. Feel like have fun. Let me know when you're ready. All right. Cool. That's right, Coach Ice was not bad. All right, so Nurgle, we probably think about how we're going to do this here. Mentioned this earlier when it was relevant. Think about how you'd like. Have you tried the Rus Viet Barrage Mech and Iron Harvest? Absolutely, Jack. Jackhammer, yeah. I think you played on stream, right, the other day? You were really good, Jackhammer. You were the gold player, yeah? In Co? Yeah, man, I love that game. Iron Harvest is really good. It's just there's like a couple clunky elements that it's a shame they didn't get to fixing, but it was very fun, I thought. All right. You saw, okay, all jokes aside, I put mayonnaise on my french fries, yeah, all day, dude. Are you kidding? That's goated. Like okay, everyone's going to be like gross, but then like Aioli is just like mayonnaise with a little flavoring in it. It's basically the same thing, all right? Yeah. I mayonnaise all over my fries. Yeah, always. Always. Hmm. All right. I never played you. I'm just I have to ask you about Iron Harvest when I catch. I love Iron Harvest. It's really good. It was basically abandoned. Well, they obviously abandoned Iron Harvest to make frickin' the new Dow game, right? Yeah. I kind of like this build. It's kind of evil. Evil forbidden build. All right. So do we really need that? I don't think we do. What can I squeeze out for that amount of money on this roster? Absolutely nothing. Okay. So we will keep this. Yep. That looks fine. French fries with mayo is good, or I'm not crazy. Yeah. Mayonnaise is just god tier. I agree with that. I can eat mayonnaise with most things. What's the grossest thing? I'm trying to think of like something I was like very desperate. I had some like really dry food in the house, and I remember having mayonnaise with it, and my Anna was like, thought it was gross. I can't remember what it was though. Yeah. In another life, guys. All right, so you guys are out. Let's get two of you guys. Theorycraft versus Slanesh, Boris and Griffin, Warrior Priest on a horse with him. Yeah. Yeah. It's an option. Lose your face, it is. Yeah, like typically, Jeff or King of the Dead, I don't know what you prefer I call you, but like most American stuff is like has more sugar in it and has more sweeteners, and I mean there's a reason why we have a pretty fat population. It depends on what part of the country you're in. Like there's definitely pretty prevalent obesity in California, but like it's nothing compared to when I visit my family in the South. When I have visited family in Texas, it is a whole different game because like the sweet teas, all the barbecue they enjoy down there, it's just straight up like barbecue sauce is just super sugary. Like it's yeah. So but goddamn is it good. Like Southern soul food is some of the best stuff ever, man. Like oh god, give me buttered cornbread and like all freaking day, dude, and like just the beans and the barbecued meat, dude. It is unholy how good it is. I think every European I've known who has moved to America has put on weight. Like almost everyone. There's some who can stay disciplined, but it's yeah. It's a tall ask, you know. It's a tall ask there. All right. So probably need this. And then let's get you out and you. I like this building. This build's pretty good. All right. Anything else I want to get on this character? Don't think so? Oh, wow. That lasts a long time, actually. That might actually be worth it. All right, all right. It depends on the like. Not all bread is like that here, but like, yeah, I make bread sometimes. I stopped because I was getting fat. I got into bread making, and I was just going BANANAS making French bread, and oh man, it was like when you have like a fresh French roll, and the whole house smells of fresh bread. There's no way that whole bread roll is not getting eaten. Yeah, Bear, you've been a member a long time, dude. You've been a true OG. Oh, I love Cajun food. Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, walking isn't as common in some parts of the U.S. If you're talking American like cities, generally they're not very walkable. But like where I live, for example, I haven't. If I didn't want to go to the beach or go see friends in another city, I wouldn't need a car in the town I live in. Everything is highly walkable, so it depends on where you are. All right. Hey, Pirate! Belated happy birthday. Thanks for the awesome streams. And I agree about Southern soul food. Give me barbecue. It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. All right, just waiting for Mr. Razak here to ready up. See what he's cooking. We're going, man. Walk and give me my mobility scooter. That's the true American way. Just cruising down Main Street in your scooter with Freebird playing out of your speakers. Gyros? Oh yeah. I really like Greek food, man. The sauces are so good. When the wife and I went on our honeymoon in Greece, and we went to Crete. What the one thing that surprised me about Greek food that I wasn't expecting is like they serve French fries with like everything. So it's like I remember we went to a restaurant that was like a little bit more upscale, and it was just like even the fancier dish I ordered had like fries with it. And I would like, look, I'm not complaining. I was stoked. I was like so happy about that. Yeah. Fresh bread and a nice piece of meat is all human. Oh, dude, you're right. When I lived in Poland for like about 4 months, 5 months, I was there. We rented a place and stayed there. It was really fun. I used to go to the local butcher and get kielbasas, like the crunchy kielbasas, and then I would just go get freshly baked bread from the bakery there, and I would just like lay down like on the couch and just eat it all day. I was such a sausage. Yeah. Yeah, good times. I had a great time at Crete. It was really fun. You see, yeah, but I like, so you're saying Crete, according to Greeks, is like a backwater. For me, like, I prefer that. You know, like I like the more rough and tumble and like the actual culture, right? When you go to like the big tourist traps and everything's like elevated and fancy, like I hate that shit. If you take me to like fancy cuisine, dude, no thank you. Like no, especially small portion restaurants, just no thank you. Not gonna happen. I loved Crete. It was awesome. Yeah, it was a good time. They serve their wraps with double fried French fries inside. Oh, that sounds so good, dude. Fuck me, I wish I could have it right now. I know, man. Yeah, no, Jeff, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the dried kielbasa's that are like crunchy. Yeah, man, those are the best ones. God, you guys got me talking about food. I'm literally trying to lose weight, so I'm not eating as much, and you guys are not making this easy, man. That's probably why I'm talking about food. All right. So Pit of Treasures is a very good map for Nurgle, but I made an adjustment to my builds, which will hopefully help. And I brought the Elemental Bear because it's a blob fight on objectives that are like right next to each other. So I'm like, yeah, sign me up. 2 heavy war sleds. We got Zarina and the Capture Cats. What up? Hey, everything's going good. Today's Monday? Yeah, today's Monday. Pot Bailey ain't going away, I know. Fuck, dude. It's hard. Alright, well, he's got 7 units, so it looks like it's going to be an SE fight. It is the bear, dude. I just won with the bear, and now he's back for round 2. Kislev can play single entity cheese also, my friend. 1, 2, 3. So he's got 4 units somewhere I can't see. I don't know where they are, but the Capture Cats are going up. It's Halson from Baldur's Gate, yeah. Alright. You said you open the chat and the AI summary starts talking about mayonnaise. Welcome to one of our streams if you haven't been here before. That's a very common topic in these lands. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, if he's just going to let me have all 3 objectives, dude, I will do that with a full chub, man. I feel like our build kind of caught him off guard a little bit. He's probably like, what the hell is this shit? Cultist is there. Let's get the Bale Fiends out there, yeah. Really? I'm going to get all 3 objectives? All right, then. Hell yeah, dude. People, like, the bear is what's throwing him off, I think. I think right now he's like, he's a little confused by it. He's like, this sucks. There's no targets for him to hit with Noxbringer that are cost effective. We're just going to hide behind this pillar right here. And the Capture Cats are going to go threaten that thing. Oh, look, he hit the pillar. That's right. Run. And we have Kazik the Befouled. That's fine. And we just get all 3 objectives and live our best life. The Beowulfs are up. The bear is a menace. I see you coming. Stands at the ready. Let's get Zarina Katarine over there. Kazik does have regeneration, so we got to watch out for that. I could do a little bit of skirmishing. Probably not a bad idea. I don't know if Kazik actually wants to fight. The bear is just going to sit somewhat AFK. We'll get our skirmisher sleds now. Keep our Capture Cats up. And see if this style is going to continue working. We cannot let him have the objective. We do not want him to get that. So we gotta keep it honest here. All right. And the bear, I mean, he could like 4v1 it, which I suppose I wouldn't be that opposed to. As long as we get to slap him a little bit, we have a lot of HP. So let's shoot here. Nice. Couple of good volleys. The Bale Fiends are going to come in support. And we'll call it the Days in Hearthblade soon. Or maybe the Bear Riders? He's got 3 units hidden. I don't know what it is. Okay, sleds. Let's shoot the Sorcerer. Capture cats. Let's get them up lurking a little bit. He's just like fishing for opportunities right now. He's just fishing, but the Kislevites, they do not yield ground for free here. Okay, Noxbringer's there. Let's get the capture cats to lurk. It's probably going to get us there and drain a little bit of ammo. Nice. Yeah, well played. But yeah, I'm getting 3 victory tickets a second. He's not, so that's good. We're going to get you up, call in the Hearthblades, get some real meat. Sleds are going to keep chilling. Can go here and get a little bit of poke, a little bit of a freebie. Zarina Katarine's going to come in, and we're just going to run. Yes, good, Anakin, good. You guys come around. Shoot him with the sleds. Yeah, nice. That's what I'm talking about. We can't let him have this for free. You cannot have these. You guys want some shitty Borat impersonations? That's what it's all about, dude. All right. Yeah, if he splits up too much, we might be able to get a little pick here and there. I could do the fake cat summon. So there's some horsemen. Yeah, I was wondering when they would come. Do the breath attack on you. He is going to get us there a little bit. So now we just summon a capture kitty to chase him. Oh, he almost let me get a breath attack on him, but not quite. All right, so this guy I can just send in. This cat is just like a summon, a distraction. Let's get some archers coming up. And it's going to do some nice damage. Yeah, nice. So he calls in some Nurglings. We just keep hunting here. Zarina Katarine can do something. The bear's going to be chilling, waiting to support. Capture Kitty keeps hunting. And let's shoot at the... we can shoot at Kha'Zix and or the Chaos Lord. Yeah. All right, awesome. Yeah, this is going very well so far. I mean, we got a 500-point lead. He probably saw my build and was like, didn't feel confident he could break it. But he's going to have to sound the Horn of War soon. Otherwise, he's just straight going to lose. All right. Give me a Borat impression. I can't do Borat, I don't think. If Professor Pone was here, he would do it. He's so good at those type of things. Let's go run these down and get Katarine to go feast on this. You guys are going over there. Archers can come over there. So the sleds are going. We do get a little bit of a ramrod into those guys. Breath attack here. Let's see if we can catch him slipping. Oh, bear breath. Oh, bear breath on his skirmish cav. Oh, yeah, baby. That is what it's all about right there. That's why they pay us the big bucks. That's why I made $10 on my last Dow video. All right. Let's keep it going, baby. Yeah, he's shooting at the Days and Hearthblades. We would like to get them in cover here. But we're definitely winning the skirmish phase. We are definitely winning it. All right, let's get you up. He's gonna, like, have to push, or he's just gonna lose. Okay, capture cats. We can go use them to run interference, actually. Pretty unfortunate that the Hearthblades are getting nuked by the Noxbringer. Now we just move in here. Loop the heavy war sleds around the outside. And that is what, a Chaos Lord? It is. No, it's a Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle. But with Kha'Zix there, we got to be extra careful. All right, here he comes with the full might of Nurgle. Heavy war sleds, go get a freebie. The bear is going to clear out these Nurglings. And you guys are going to be chilling. Things in the woods, stand at the ready too. Let's go get on those. And those Nurglings do get wrecked. So let's pull it back. And now we can tighten up our build a little bit. Yeah, we could probably just pull back here. Just play these two objectives. Yeah, let's pull back, pull back. And we can do a little bit of ice sheet right here to slow these guys down. Yeah. I don't need to hold all the objectives. So why fight him on, like, a very wide front, you know? I don't need that smoke. All right, so we're going to get back. The bear has done pretty well. We can keep the bear here for a second. What does he have? He's got Kha'Zix and company. And the bear can do its frozen heart if we want to. And just poke in. Get the Patriarch coming out now. So he's going to roll dirty up on the point. We're going to go fight the Battletoads. Move up. And the archers are ready to help. Okay, so I could just win on one right now. But I think it's a little bit too early to be fighting just for one objective. So Zarina Katarine's going to go over there. The bear is going to go over there. And we have our dudes ready to hold here. Heavy war sleds. Let's see where he's going with his characters. They're going that way, so let's just get you guys in, get you guys in. We got a big old pit fight going down over there. Frostfang should be quite good there. And we will do what we can. Capture kitties. Let's go see if we can get any freebies. Yeah, we get a really nice charge right there. And you guys will move in. And Tsarina Katarine and the bear. The bear is where? The bear is here. So we're going to do the big AoE right now. Try and do a little bit of punishment. And the capture cats, we need to micro them better. Heavy war sleds are taking damage from something. I don't know what. Let's get them back. Tsarina Katarine is there, but Nurgle has managed to get the point, so they're very meaty. Let's get you guys back. The bear is doing fine. Dazen's Hearthblades can do the little vigor help thing, and let's get you guys on the Noxbringer. Great, so now we just hunker down on our back objective and just try and hold, right? I think that's the play. I need to unsummon stuff, though, for sure. But that AoE there did some big damage. Yeah, it did some really, really good work. All right, so let's get the big boys here. Heavy war sleds right here. Capture cats fighting plague ogres, so we don't want any of that. Let's call in some Griffin Legion. Get them down here to wreck these guys. Let's fight here. And the Patriarch can fight there as well. Well, the capture cats are getting wrecked. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, keep fighting on that side objective. Hopefully don't lose our home point. It's a shame, but we're probably going to lose the capture cats to the ogres due to a micro blunder on my part. And these sleds are just getting trapped up. Jeez Louise. So bad. All right, Deathfrost, no real good opportunities yet for us. Deathfrost, definitely playing a little bit sloppy. All right, so what do I Deathfrost here? I don't know. Is there anything worth Deathfrosting? All right, Battletoad keeps doing its thing. We get the Griffin Legion on the flank here. Ice Maiden's Kiss, not worth it. Great Weapon still fighting well, and yeah, I do manage to keep some of the sleds. So let's get these sleds back. You're gonna get unsummoned right now. We gotta unsummon shit we're not using. You guys keep cleaning up. Yeah, run here. Capture Kitty has returned. So we can get that behind him and try and get it on the Noxbringer. Hopefully the Kislevites will endure. I think we just have to do this right now. Just get him with this and do a little bit of damage there. Cool. Okay, bear. Stay on the bear into the bog. Gonna keep you around the back, and you're gonna go jump on that thing again and try and get it. Katarine, we got some targets coming out, thankfully. Let's get you guys back and get you guys back and try and get a little healing on the sleds if possible. Griffin Legion getting a decent engagement. The bear is here in the mix. But he's still got a lot. I think he's winning. Yeah, I think he's winning this game. Let's get the heavy war sled over here. Katarine has a Frostfang, which she can use right here. We should have been more cognizant of the points. Should have been. And let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we're going to get you. I think we just didn't play as well in this game as we did against Daniken. I think that's really the crux of it. Like, we were really sloppy with our capture cats. We have the bear fighting, a couple other pieces, so let's go ahead and get the big dogs coming out. Can we rally this somehow? I don't know. I mean, I guess we still have the big SE in here. Let's see if we can move it over this way. Katarine is getting absolutely swarmed right now. Capture cat has returned. The Noxbringer's got to be very, very low. Let's get you guys here, unsummon you dudes, and we're going to get the big cav to hopefully get a kill right there. Get another Chaos Lord, and can we do anything about this? Let's do a little ice sheet here. Sleds are back. The bear needs to come help out against the Chaos Lord, although I don't think he can make it. Do a little Ice Maiden's Kiss right there. Yeah, should be able to get the kill here. Although these are Plague Ogres, so I don't know. Let's get you out of the mix. Call in another Capture Kitty, because we just need bodies on the field, really. And you guys get in there. All right, so we did escape. The Noxbringer has seen better days. Let's see if the Patriarch can finish him off. And maybe Tsarina Katarine can help with this. Let's get on the Plague Ogres. Keep maneuvering, and I do have Death Frost. Let's get you guys on the back of the Plague Ogres right there, and then we move in this way. All right, so Death Frost targets. I mean, do we get the Cultist? Just try and get that, dig him out there? I guess so. All right, Bear, Lightning Storm shenanigans. I wonder how the Elemental Bear is doing here. Probably not as good this game. Yeah, we should have played a little differently. I was way too aggressive. I should have just sat on my back point and make him come to me. We would have fought pretty well in a box. But instead, I kept pushing him. Alright. Well, on the bright side, I don't have to play Slanesh later. We already had our one win against Slanesh. Alright, that's Kazik. Let's charge him. Let's get the Capture Cat out there. The Elemental Bear's trying. A little bit of cycle charging, but not going to do a whole lot. I think he's got it. I think he's just way ahead at this point. GG, well played. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good start. I thought our build was good, but we were too aggressive. Yeah, we were too aggressive. In that map especially, you can't really pull Nurgle apart because all the objectives are right next to each other. So it was like a double-edged sword. GG, well played. Great game, man. Great game. He played very solid Meta Nurgle, like very solid. Yeah, Kazik, he's hard to deal with. The capture cats weren't as good there. Like I couldn't pick him off and split him around the map that time around. The sleds also got Plague Ogred. That was something Daniken didn't do. Daniken didn't bring Plague Ogres, nor did he bring Rot Knights. So I didn't have to worry about the anti-large. But this time, they were really good. The bear, 2,000 value, not bad. Katarine did good. I mean, decent performances across the roster, really. Should have just pulled back on our back objective. Yeah, GG, well played. Mr. Razak will go on, and we will cast here soon. No, I did win against Rogue AI, yes. So let me get the lobby code. Lobby code, please. So the winner of this next game has to go play Anticity in the grand finals, who's on Slanesh. So it will be Turtles Are Me and Abdel Zarak. I need a spec slot, so let me get that from him. Spec slot, please. Yeah, we had some really good wins tonight, though. Really, really good wins. I'm very happy with it. Kislev is such a fun faction to play. We didn't use the bear last time also, but then Daniken also brought a Toad Dragon, which was kind of suboptimal against me. So it wasn't like a true test of the build. Okay, so lobby's up. We're in with Mr. Razak here. There we go. Still noobish to PvP. Nurgle is fine. No, Nurgle is a mid-tier faction. Yeah, they're not OP, but they are decent. Yeah. All right, Ogre Kingdoms. Ooh, this is fun. So if they're on the Pit of Treasures, the next map should be... Let me check that. Borderlow Landing is the map. Nurgle Ogre Kingdoms. So this is a better map for ogres for sure. It's bigger. Oh, old man hand stretches. Great games tonight. I know they've been really good games tonight, man. This has been a good stream. Oh, I cannot wait to be doing this for Dawn of War 4. Holy shit, am I excited. They better not fumble that game. Although, when I was able to play the freaking demo, there was a lot of things that felt very good. The army call-ins were really fun. Like, when the orcs were blobbed up in the demo and you call in an orbital strike and it just nukes them, it's like, it looks really good. Yeah, Cossars of Spears could have been helpful. Yeah, just like Kislev Warriors in general. Having a couple of those, Lucas, I agree with you. All right. I forget ogres are aren't they your people, King of the Dead? Are you an Ogre Kingdom champion IRL? You said you're a big wrestler guy, so, you know. Pro wrestling, that is. I'd love a proper Dow 4 ladder. We'll see what we get. It will be fumbled. Stop. Don't put that evil on me, dude. I miss having a ladder, too. That's one of my favorite things when I was playing Age of Empires, was like climbing the ladder and trying to get a rank. When you put a carrot in front of you, you know, it's nice to have like a carrot to chase, you know? Total War's ladder is an atrocity. It's really bad. But thankfully we have a really cool tournament circuit, which allows us to get good games in. But, yeah. That's really funny, dude. Yeah. Nurgle Ogre Kingdoms. So it begins. We've all been there, King. We've all been there, dog. I mean, I'm with you right now. I'm definitely a bit chunky. Ugh. So, ogres can do a lot here. Lead Belchers are probably going to be popular, like a Noblar-centric pencil formation with like 2 Lead Belchers. But again, you can also go Thunder Tusk and go Big Monster Mash. It's very fun. Adizal, thank you. A member for 65. Just a casual 65 months. Oh. Can you talk to the CA guys about that? About what? About your weight? You want me to talk to Creative Assembly about your weight? Or what I was just talking about? I think I missed your other comment. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have talked to CA heavily about what I want in multiplayer. So, as you guys know, I've already played Total War Warhammer 40k. CA, almost a year and a half ago, flew myself and a couple other YouTube and Twitch people out there, and we got to play it. And I was able to get a couple one-on-one meetings with, you know, developers as well as, you know, game leaders and stuff. And I told them everything we needed for multiplayer. I said I want a ladder with seasons. So a ladder lasts like 3 to 4 months. At the end of the season, you get a permanent emblem. You get a gold badge. You get a diamond profile ring, a grandmaster profile ring with unlockable avatar pictures. So if you get 50 wins with one faction, you get one. If you get 1,000 wins with that faction, you get something really elite. I just basically took from Warcraft 3, which is what they do in Warcraft 3. So I was like, a functional ladder with resetting seasons is all we want. Age of Empires 4 does it really well. You get a certain rank in Age of Empires 4, you get a badge, you get an emblem on your profile that's permanent. It's really awesome, and then the season resets. So we talked about that. Obviously, I talked about dedicated servers, but I'm much less hopeful for that. But if you want to have a proper ladder, you need servers. Otherwise, it's just going to be a laggy shit show filled with abuse and peer-to-peer issues. So, yeah, I mean, I tried my best. I have on many occasions. And it's not that, I don't think it's that the CA developers don't want to do it. Like, all the devs I've talked to are really awesome and really seem to be nice people and really passionate, but they just, I don't think they're given the leeway to work on multiplayer like they want to, right? The priorities are elsewhere, which makes complete sense. Because 97% or 8% of this game just plays campaign. There's like 2 or 3% of us who play multiplayer. So, of course, that's where the bread is. But like, I really don't think developing a basic functional ladder would be too much of an ask for 40K, considering 40K is at its core a PvP game. Tabletop 40K is a PvP game. It's sweaty. Absolutely. So, all right, there's my TED Talk for the day. At least allow us to host our own servers. That would be great. Yeah, if they do that, I will host servers for tournaments, 100%. All right, so the players are working on the builds here. Thank you guys for sticking around tonight. So this is going to be fun. So we're either going to have Ogre Slanesh or Nurgle Slanesh in the grand finals. Now, every time I've seen high-level Nurgle Slanesh, it's typically just domination by Slanesh, especially when it's the GOAT playing it, Anticity. So we'll have to see how this all pans out. I'll get there, Jeff. Don't worry. It's the execs, none of the Wisher gamers. Right. But how many people play the campaign from watching or another? I'm not sure what you mean with that question. Yeah. I want to use the Warcraft emblem so bad. Yeah, they're amazing. I wonder how the modding community will be for 40K. It'll be the same as this probably, but even more buttoned up, I think, because Games Workshop is really strict about their IP, and 40K is like their beloved child, So like they're going to be pretty strict about what is in. Like, there have been mods that have been removed from this, Yeah, there have been plenty. All right. I love the name, Ark in the White. That's funny. Damn, dude, were you born in 2006? Oh, we're getting there, dude. Duckhead says the bad ladder and poor quality of life definitely keeps me from playing Warhammer multiplayer. Yeah, you got to be passionate about it for sure. Yeah. Seeing how GW just karate chopped the TTS mod for 40K. Oh, did they really? Wow. I'm not sure, Jeff. A fair amount, I'm sure. Am I going to do something special for 200K subs? Yeah, we'll do something fun. I don't know if you guys have any ideas. I would love to do a big community event. Like, the Minecraft PvP stream we had was, like, so fun. That was some of the most fun I've had in a long time in gaming. Now, I know it probably wasn't as fun to watch for you guys as maybe this is, but I just, like, love the community element of it. Like, being able to get, like, all the homies, like, from our Discord and just people who play Minecraft in the chat and stuff and have, like, a big community-driven PvP event was so fun. Like, I'm trying to think what other games we could do that in. Like, what are some good games we could have large-scale PvP in, 200 hot dogs? Yeah, I could probably eat 6 hot dogs. Maybe I think I could put down 8 hot dogs, actually. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys have any suggestions, a drinking stream? No, thank you, dude. I don't like drinking that much anymore. I would have like a beer and that would be it. I'd be tipsy. I'd be done. You enjoyed watching the Minecraft? Yeah. Rust? Holy shit, yeah, Rust. I haven't played Rust in like probably 13 years. Last time I played Rust was before the update that made it what it is now. Like, it was like the older version. Zomboid, yeah. I feel like it needs to be something Warhammer. Holy shit, these guys are taking their time with the builds. Goddamn. It's fine, though. I'm enjoying talking to you guys. Oh, Halo Combat Evolved. How many people can we get in a Halo game? Oh, dude, we could do Halo 3. We could do some Halo 3 or Halo Combat Evolved or Halo 3 would be super fun. A millennial stream, yeah, with like hot dogs, pizza ordering, Halo. They added 40k skins to Rust. Oh, did they? Zomboid's fun. I played a lot of Zomboid, yeah. But the PvP is pretty unstable in that. Yeah, so Halo could be fun. Zomboid. Rust is an option. We could set up a Rust server and do like a Rust event. That'd be really funny. Would any of you guys be interested in playing in a Rust PvP event? A live LAN party. Really haggard Gary's Mod Warhammer server. Oh yeah. Halo Forge. Oh man, you guys are getting me inspired here. Well, we'll do a poll. Put up a community poll and see what you guys would want. I would love to do a large scale event type thing, you know. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinals of the tournament. Let's have some fun. Your wife and I are stoked for the new Halo. We've been playing local co-op zombies like the old days. That's so awesome. Arma 3, yeah. That's right. They do have Warhammer mods for that. We'll look into it. Do a live battle report. I don't have anyone to really do it with. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. These are good ideas, though. Halo 3 would be awesome. Just like a huge Royal Rumble Halo 3, like beginner. We could do a tournament in Halo 3 and have like teams. But can you spectate in Halo 3? Could I like cast it if I get wrecked out? Halo 3 custom games. What fat kid trash compactor? Oh my god, what is that? Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll talk about this more after the game. So welcome to the semifinals of today's tournament. Spawning in on the north side of the map, it's going to be Turtles Army and the Ogre Kingdom. So Homie is going to be rocking a whole bunch of Ogre Bulls. Backed up by Lead Belchers and, yeah. So it's an Ogre-heavy army, actually. Noblar's in the front, one Lead Belcher to just provide overwatch on the battlefield. We have a Paymaster, so he's going to be making it rain on them fools. And yeah, the Ogre Paymaster, he's a nice little character. I really like his buffs. The Cash Cascade is huge, and then also he has Gold, Glorious Gold. So plus 16 melee attack to nearby homies is very, very good. All right, and yeah, we got the Ambleby Greybacks, which have recently become basically the Butchers of Kalfengard for this faction. All right, on the other side, it is going to be Nurgle. Nurgle's got Chaos Warhounds in Vanguard for Mr. Rizak. He's got Marauders of Nurgle and Barons of the Bog with the Bog to bang, diggy, diggy coming up. Marauders in the front with some Marauder Great Opens here as well. Cultists of Nurgle and a Chaos Lord. Is that a foot Chaos Lord? Oh, shit. The Giga Chad Nurgle Chaos Lord on foot. What is on his sword? Oh, he's got like a tentacle wrapped around his sword. That's so cool. And Plague Ogres as well to provide a little bit of anti-large. So yeah, Nurgle going for a very wide build. Durable characters, including the Cultist, which does have the Plague Bearer summon, and also the Icon of Eternal Virulence. Wow, he's got all the buffs and debuffs. So he's going to be lowering base weapon damage by 12%, melee attack by +8 for allies, and then the Icon here as well. All right, so it begins. The Ogre's contesting the objective, Mr. Rizak being an objective goblin. I love it. So basically, he parks the Warhounds on the corner of the objective. And the reason why, sorry, I can't resist. The reason why he does that is because it mitigates the capture weight of the Ogres and buys him time. Every second he holds this, he gets an extra point, right? In a very close high-level game, that could make all the difference right there. All right, so Ogres are up. On the backfield, a couple of Noblars are going to be creeping out. And we do see Yield, Chaos Lord, and the Cultist moving up to try and contest the middle. But we saw how Mr. Rizak likes to play, at least in the game against me. It makes me think that he is going to sit back and build up for a while before he pushes in. So right now, they both have 1,800 supplies. Rizak has called in nothing yet. He's got some random-ass Marauders on the back of the map. What is this? What are they doing back here? Did he bring, like, too many of a unit or something and he's hiding in his punishment? I have no idea. Well, anyways, Lead Belchers are moving up in the front. They're going to need protection, though, although that Chaos Lord is on foot. Mournfang Cavalry are out. They do have the great weapons, so they got their big boinking paddles. You wait for that every stream. Well, you're in the right place, Nick, my fellow Nick. My name is Nick also. Mournfang Cav, great weapons. What are they going to be good against? Like Toads, Rot Knights, those type of things, Nurgle characters, you know? Yeah, good times. Well, we probably have a little bit of downtime before the action really gets going. Though it looks like the Ogre is going to take the fight versus the Chaos Lord. The Butcher as well as the Paymaster are going to be moving in, and we do have the Father of Blades activated. So the Chaos Lord, using Rot or Die and Father of Blades, going to be giving him a big damage buff as well as damage reflection. Not too relevant here, but leadership, you know, kind of cute. But Ogre's taking this fight's risky. I don't know why yeah, if they had the Ample Peak Greybacks nearby, like the Yetis, that could be a circle beatdown, but we'll have to see. Oh my god, the hiding extra units in Warhammer 2 land battle rules. I know. God, I do not miss that shit at all, man. I do not miss that at all. Alright, Marauders on the back, and we do have Marauders hanging out everywhere around here. And yeah, all is calm in the neighborhood, guys. All is calm. Ogres are just kind of Netflix and chilling on the objective. But it looks like the Ogres maybe have trapped a Cultist, although the Cultists are very tanky and they regenerate as well, so very, very stinky and hard to get rid of. So I would wager the Cultist will be able to get away eventually if he just keeps right-clicking. We'll have to find out. Alright, Ogres are not calling much in, sitting on about 1,500 supplies right now. And this seems to be Mr. Vizak's playstyle. He loves the envelop. So he's got the Hounds waiting in the bushes here. And then he does also have the Barons of the Bog with Bog and Marauders there. And yeah, so he's just waiting to get that envelop going. Doodad predicting the Ogres are going to win this. All right, what are all of your predictions? Who do you guys think is going to win this game? Yeah, Nurgle's got a lot of time. They're not in any rush. And what is he? I'm actually genuinely perplexed about this. Like, what is going on back here? Why are these Marauders back here? There's some weirdness. I'm actually going to ask him after the game in case he forgets. We do have a bit of a pit fight out in the front, actually. Oh, he's making it rain on him, dude! 58 melee attack on the Crushers. And it does look like the Cultist is getting bullied. I mean, the Ogres are getting some nice picks here. The Cashmaster is making it rain, and the Cultist is going to be summoning some Plague Bearers on top of these guys, and they're probably going to turn and run. Lead Belchers should be able to get away, as the Demons of Nurgle do pour out of the portal, and are going to be getting their boinking sticks. Alright, Marauders advancing up, as well as Plague Ogres, and here retreats the Mournfang Cav. But not before getting about, 30% HP off that Chaos Lord, so not bad at all. Fury's being called in, pretty heavy attempt here by the forces of Nurgle to shut down the Lead Belchers, but I would wager they're going to be able to get away. They've only lost one model so far. Now, on the back objective, getting a little bit cheeky, are the forces of Nurgle. Barons of the Bog and Marauders are there. The AFK Marauder of Nurgle may end up costing them the game if it ends up being close. We're going to have to see. Chief Bear Officer! Hey, Dad, I can drive now. Thank you, man. Yeah, 18 months. That's right. I appreciate it, brother. All right. So Chaos Warhounds get pushed off the objective. The Ogres, though, are going to lose this one. And it looks like right now they're going to be calling out some Ogre Bulls with dual weapons to come and try and clear this objective, and sending in some Noblars to try and screen this one out. All right, middle objective owned by the Chunguses, but now Nurgle is going for it. Plague Bearer summon, tar pitting the front line, Ample Peak Greybacks are being called in. Now, the Ample Peak Greyback Yetis, they should be blobbing on the characters. They hit incredibly hard, have big armor piercing, and can present a ton of problems here. Turtle's army in his Ogre position, holding firm. Good stream of corruption, though. Very nice. Able to hit a couple guys and trigger the lore passive of Nurgle, which is what you want. They did not bring Grease Lightning. They have an Ogre Paymaster. They have the big pimp himself. Well, not himself. One of the big pimps, I should say. Ogres are going to stack capture weight on this objective and steal it from Nurgle. Probably no problem. And we're going to see if they can maintain their weight on the middle objective as a very strangely heavy skirmish game between these two guys. This is very, very skirmishy, this match. It's very weird because they don't have a lot of range, but like they're poking and nobody's fully committing to the fight. The Ogres definitely overcommit back here. You probably only need, I guess there is Barons of the Bog. Take one of the Ogre Bulls back to the middle, though, I think would be the necessary play. And did he remember the unit? He did. So Mr. Rizak did not forget about the Marauders. They are going to be coming, and it's going to be like, when you find a piece of food in your beard after, eating dinner 5-6 hours ago. It's like finding that piece of bread, and you're like, oh, shit, still tastes good. It's great. You just kind of stick your tongue out and grab it. Good time for all. On the back, though, Lead Belchers do get shut down. The Haggard Fury squad able to get them. So that's a huge win for Mr. Vizak, actually. Lead Belchers are an incredibly important piece in this matchup, in my anecdotal experience. Coming around the flank, though, are the Bile Trolls. And the ogres are way overloaded on this side. They need to go back to the middle right now. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. My chihuahua just like charged in the room. Hey Lola, you want to play some Warhammer? It's a good girl. I'll try and get her to bark for you guys. She loves to howl. Like when you get her excited, she's gonna howl it up. All right, so Mournfang Cav with Grey Uppins intercepting the Bile Trolls here, which is pretty cost effective. Don't know why he didn't continue to chase. And the Ample Peak Greyback's going to be surging forth to help out against the Lord and also boink down some of these Marauders of Nurgle. So that is going to be Pound Town. I love the attack animations. They look so good. And yeah, the fight rages on. Both sides popping their buffs. Rot or Die activated, and Homie's making it rain with the Cash Cascade. That is a nice Chain Lightning on top of the Marauders. Meanwhile, more Marauders moving in here. But Ogre Bulls with dual weapons will dominate Marauders really, really hard in combat. And the Ogres are going to be calling in even more. And it does look like Turtle's Army is forming a nice Helm's Deep position. So he's got a nice anchor right here. He's going to win this fight most likely. Leadbelchers are back online to the back. Oh, it's too perfect, guys. I got to take it. I got to take it. He's got one Leadbelcher here. He's got another one coming up here. They should be able to get their fire support online in a moment against some of the monster's infantry. In the meantime, Ogre Bulls are creeping, thinking about moving over towards the middle, and it looks like Nurgle is rotating there as well. So they came out of the woods, and that's a great signal for the Ogres, just kind of move up, but you're going to need to leave something to stop the Barons of the Bog. So probably an Ogre Bull and maybe a Pigback and like 2 Noblars would be enough. However, back in the middle, it does look like Nurgle is able to secure the objective. They just have more shit here. They got more capture weight. And the Ogre units fighting a hard fight. And we got Plague Ogres versus regular Ogres. Very, very cool pit fight there. And the Mournfang Cav kind of got wrecked a little bit by Bile Trolls as well as Plague Ogres. And that you have to remember there's debuffs going down too. There is a whole bunch. So the Cultists of Nurgle is doing a mass amount of debuffs. We have the Icon of Eternal Virulence. We have the Warrior's Bane. It's nasty. So that is really changing the dynamic of the fight. And it does look like Mr. Rizak is breaking through. He has won the pit fight. The Chaos Lord is also a big changer, game changer in this fight. And yeah, the Ogre Paymaster is gone, and it looks like the Plague Father smiles on us once again. And you know, one of the big advantages that we often see in this matchup is that Leadbelchers are massive. They freaking wreck Nurgle. Like, if these two Leadbelchers are allowed to sit and shoot at Plague Ogres, then it's just a win. But the fact that the Leadbelchers have not been able to shoot this entire time, really, they've been harried, they've been chased off, is pretty disastrous. And also the back objective is going to be going to the Plague Father, so the Barons of the Ba with the Bog are here. Debuffing these Noblars, and oh, that Ogre just tried to kick that Toad, dude. You see that? It's pretty great stuff. But yeah, looks like that is going to be all she wrote, most likely, as we head on over towards objective number 2. Nurgle is just all over it. It's green, it's mean. He's sending the Ogres back to the swamp. Shrek is going back to the swamp. Oh, we got Ogres on both sides. You know, I actually think the Chaos Lord is cool, but you know who I think would have been a little bit better than him would have been Tamarkon. Tamarkon with the Black Cleaver on foot against Ogres, like, insanely good anti-large fighter as well. But, yeah. Old Nurgle pushing up. Objective 3 is secure. So with that being said, Mr. Rizak calls out his reserves, and the Nurglings are going to come around. Leadbelchers are basically just getting dumped on. And even though Pigback Riders are good against Barons of the Bog, the Marauders will tarp at them while the Barons feast on them. So it's going to be a bit of a disaster there. And yeah, pretty much a complete rout. We see the Ogres getting pushed back on most fronts. Bile Trolls will do well against the Mournfang Cav with a little bit of support from Furies, which is giving them ablative wounds, essentially. But Bile Trolls are beating it down. Plague Ogres are still just kind of farming. And, you know, that's kind of been the signature for Mr. Rizak here today. In the games that we've seen with him, my game as well as this game, the Plague Ogres with Grey Uppins have been his big carries, and he just grinds you down. GG, well played. Fun stuff. Love to see it. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a nice old clean Nurgle game there. But now, the greatest challenge that Mr. Rizak has ever faced has arrived. Can he take down Anticity on Slaanesh? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the question of the day. So value, nothing too crazy. Yeah. I don't think anything really shined too hard there. And now we have the boss fight. This is like cue the Dark Souls music. It was like when I played Sing Sing in Grubby's Finals. All right. Let's do that. Let's do this. And let's go ahead and get you in there. And we're going to go ahead and get Anticity in there as well. And that is for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen, in the map. That was Borderlow Landing, so we're back to the Arachnarok lair, actually. It's a pretty small map. We just kind of go full circle with the maps. And, yeah. You ordered your burrito with lettuce. Lettuce in a burrito. Okay, so normally burritos, yeah, out here we have Spanish rice, onions, sometimes beans, rice. Oh, I said rice already. I'm getting very hungry, so I'm kind of delusional. Yeah, lettuce in a burrito. That's not a. I mean, no, I've never heard of that, Dagan. Where do you live? That's not normal, right? Not that I'm criticizing it. Maybe it gives you a little extra crunch in there, you know? But I feel like the lettuce is going to get soggy, right? Because, like, the innards of a burrito are very, like, soggy, yeah. Lettuce, pray for Nurgle. That's a Southern California thing, is it? Really? I live in Southern California. Yeah. Shredded lettuce is solid in burritos, or is it just tacos? In tacos, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it in tacos. But, like, inside of a burrito with, like, wet stuff, it's going to get very soggy, isn't it? I mean, I would love to be wrong. Pretty normal in Denmark, says Ava. Okay. Dagan says, you're in Colorado. Okay. Colorado has a bit of a Tex-Mex culture in terms of food. Pico de gallo is more common. Yeah, absolutely. Burritos are just the food of the gods. I love burritos. I could eat burritos every day for the rest of my life and be happy. Oh, the Chihuahua. She's so good. If I get her really excited, she probably won't stop. Oh, you're so good. This is weird. She never comes in here while I'm streaming, but my wife is visiting her family in Poland right now, so I'm home alone. So I think the dog got a little lonely. She's been so good lately. Yeah. Sounds like a formal investigation is going to happen. You know, I would love to have like a Haggard food channel, but like the thing about a food channel for me is that I can't eat dairy products, so there's a lot of food that's like off the menu for me that I can't like try. Yeah. Unleash the Chihuahua. Well, you know how like Chihuahuas get really decrepit when they get old? Like, have any of you guys ever seen those like 17-year-old Chihuahuas that just look like the Crypt Keeper from the 90s? She is like the complete opposite of that because she's half Chihuahua, half Terrier, and like she's turning 14 soon. And I will literally, she will like tug us on walks and go full sprinting, full zoomies. I don't know. The Terrier genetics are just like, they last forever. Whereas like my friend Andrew, he has like a Chihuahua, and it's like that thing is like just so decrepit, and it's like 2 years younger than her. No dairy at all. Have you tried? I don't do any dairy. Yeah. I have a Maltese Terrier who's 14, and that dude goes all out every walk. Yeah. It's a Terrier thing, I think. You got a 12-year-old pitty that throws down with all the puppies at the park. That's great. Yeah. I don't eat cheese. I could eat it, though. Like, if I ate cheese, I would just have a stuffy nose for a couple days. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. How dare you, King of the Dead? You wish ill on me. Yeah, you're a menace, aren't you, Lola? You're a menace. She is. She's very cute, though. Hang on. I could... Do I have my phone? I could snap a picture, but no. I know what she wants. If I say it out loud, it's... Yeah. So, if I say the W word, then it's like unstop... Like, it's perpetual harassment. If I say the W word to this dog, it's like... I'm sure everyone's dog is like that, right? If you say that. And it learns the alternative phrases too. Like when my wife and I started saying stroll or like, let's go peruse the neighborhood, you know, they learn. We have to spell a bunch. Yeah. It's the same thing. Spell it. Yeah. Anna and I will do that as well. Good times. All right. Slanesh is ready and Nurgle is waiting. Hopefully you don't mind the placeholder talk while we wait for the game to start. There's not going to be a lot of that in Dawn of War 4. Dawn of War 4 is going to be more rapid fire, I think, with a traditional RTS. Yeah, I'm not lactose intolerant. It's just allergies. Yeah, correct. But it's a very minor allergy. I just avoid it. Yeah. Okay, cool. You know what I saw for the first time recently? I saw a dude walking his cat. There's like a local nature preserve. And homeboy was walking his cat. Anna has an interesting story about that guy as well. All night after the tournament? Oh, no, probably just going to do this and call it a night. Oh, wow. Yeah, it has to be like this, right? Anticity is so evil. Look at that degenerate triple boob snake build. That is so evil, bro. Oh, God, that is just such misery. Now, in a traditional best of 3 tournament, or best of 5, it's not that bad. Slaanesh actually has some counters. Like, Kislev does well against him, I think. Bretonnia counters Slaanesh nowadays. Slaanesh does have some counters. Farmville YouTuber. There is an interesting, I guess you would call him a food reviewer I've been getting recommended, because I'm a boomer. I still use Facebook. There's a guy on there I've been seeing, and what he does is he goes to like Chinese buffets and like really, really low-rated Chinese buffet restaurants, and he like eats all their food. I was very inspired by that. I was like, dude, this guy, he thought of the GOAT of ideas. Granted, he still has to go eat that food, so it is not all sunshine and rainbows. Yeah. Why would you walk a cat? So where we live, the city we live in, we have a ton of coyotes, and they get the cats pretty often. So I think that's probably why he was doing that. I'm not sure. It's pretty dangerous to leave your cat out where I live. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the party, and welcome to the grand finals of tonight's tournament. Spawning in on the, what appears to be the west side of the map, is going to be the Nurglite army, and Anticity is going to be on the other side. So Anticity is using triple Pleasure Seeker with an Exalted Keeper of Slaanesh. So the idea is you use Pavane of Slaanesh, you rampage something out of position, and then you kill it. Hellstrider's coming down here, Forsaken as well. And then Nurgle is going to be using a Death Star. You cannot go wide against Slaanesh, you will just lose. But yeah, you got Exalted Plague Bearers, and then you do also have Kugath Plaguefather. So what's really good about Kugath is he guarantees you one objective. So theoretically, if you leave Kugath on one objective with the Plague Bearer unit, Slaanesh will not be able to get it, and then you have to hope that Furuncle and the Exalted Plague Bearers can get the other objective. This matchup is very heavily favored for Slaanesh, I would say. I would say probably like 70-30, 80-20. Not at all levels. At lower levels, it becomes much closer, but at high levels, when you get to like Sweatmasters like this, it is very, very favored for Slaanesh, I would say. All right. So, Exalted Plague Bearers. I'm surprised he's... Now, I do think Mr. Razak has made one mistake. He should get up and get Objective 3. There's no reason to not move Kugath and your blob up on that objective, in my opinion. Another Exalted Plague Bearer is going to be called out. Kugath throwing his bathwater at the Pleasure Seekers, and does make a little bit of contact. Noxbringer. I like the defensive Noxbringer box. I think that's good. Anticity may be thinking about going after the Festering Stooges here. Kugath is going to start rolling his scooter that way. But we'll see how this goes. Spirit Leech activated from Uncle Furuncle. He does have the Spirit Leech bound, which is quite nice. And, ooh, Unholy Hand Grenades. I mean, that's one way to get him. But he's just going to lose on objectives if he keeps playing like this. All right, Uncle Furuncle going for it. We do see Rancid Visitations on the Exalted Keeper of Secrets. I really, really don't like that he's fighting off the objective, because Anticity is just going to skirmish with him all day back here. And then he's going to be losing off on points, basically. But yeah, really, really good Rancid Visitations, and a little bit of sniping on the Keeper of Secrets is big. And now the Nurgle army is going to be getting going. But yeah, Mr. Razak seems to be a very good Nurgle player. Like, I'm taking some notes, honestly. I'm decent at Nurgle, but his builds seem good. Like, if you guys want to learn Nurgle, go back and watch the games him playing today. They were very clean. All right. So, advancing on up are the Exalted Plague Bearers. Uncle Furuncle is cruising there as well. Unholy Hand Grenades activated on the Pleasure Seekers. As the battle rages on, Nurgle really should be fighting over closer to the objectives. There's no reason to fight here other than getting quick reinforcements. But anything you reinforce with, Anticity is just going to kill with the Boob Snakes. So probably calling it out here and just trying to make a run for Objective 3 is going to be your best bet. All right, Kugath Mobility Scooter is doing good work. I do wonder if the Boob Snakes could take down Kugath if he was alone. Probably not, especially with Festering Stooges nearby. I think that's going to be tricky. All right, so Exalted Plague Bearers are up on the point. Uncle Furuncle is going to be arriving as well, and the capture weight does begin flipping. Anticity has all the other objectives, of course, and there is going to be another Plague Bearer being called in. So it looked like Mr. Razak was like escorting his Plague Bearers to make sure they don't get picked off on their own, and now Anticity is going to come for it. The Boob Snakes get a nice devastating flank. Oh, and the Beast of Nurgle call out. Interesting. Kugath throwing his bathwater right there, guys, and Anticity is actually kind of being kept in check a little bit, which is very, very interesting to see. All right. Great Unclean One fighting. The Exalted Plague Bearers should have a pretty good trade here against the Devoted Marauders. Furuncle's going to waddle over there and try and support them. And the Plague Bearers and the Beasts of Nurgle getting pretty cost-effective trading. Nurgle is actually crushing it on value pretty hard right now. Yeah, Kugath is meta against Slaanesh, and it only would work on a map like this. If it were like a huge map, Kugath would probably just lose, but on this map, this is a huge win for Mr. Rizak. The fact that he randomly got this map. But again, I still think it's Slaaneshi favored. As you can see, the points are really high, and it's going to be very, very tough to rip those objectives. We'll have to see. Frunkel getting in there, getting the L-Boink going. Exalted Plague Bear is doing very, very good, trading into the Slaanesh infantry very happily. And the Beasts of Nurgle and the Plague Bearers, pretty stalwart. I mean, they have such HP. You know, a State Trooper of Sigmar might have like 8,000 HP, but these bad boys have 11,000 plus just a shit ton of melee defense. So if anybody can handle these charges from these boob snakes, it's going to be these big boys. All right, so Slaanesh looks like it's going to rotate down here and maybe try and pick off some of these pieces. We do get, oh, beautiful pick by Ent. Bringers of Beguilement are out, and they are very good at killing Plague Bearers. They're going to be excellent at that. So these Exalted Plague Bearers will fight well, but they're going to get sandwiched and taken to Pound Town, while the Boob Snakes do come down and start to crumble up these units. So this Exalted Plague Bearer in trouble as well. No Rancid, or no Fleshies being used. He's going to Rancid Visitations on the Exalted Keeper again, as the Noxbringer drops some shots, and in the back, a couple Marauders of Nurgle do get picked apart by the Boob Snakes, but they actually trade okay considering the Curse of the Slug, making it harder for them to retreat, so not bad at all. Nurgle Demons, some of them are disintegrating into the Warp. Uncle Frunkel is leading the charge. The hard part for Nurgle is, again, going to be the objectives, and I think that Rizak is playing super well. However, if he had just moved up and gotten on the points, I think it could be a bit of a different beast. All right. Festering Stooges are there with Plague Bearers fighting it out versus the Pleasure Seekers. Objective number 3 still handedly held by Slaanesh as one of the big problem children of this matchup arrives. The Bringers of Beguilement are devastating. They wreck Nurgle infantry so bad, but Frunkel can definitely put up a fight against them and do well. All right, the Toilet Seat Master is waddling up towards the objective. He is going to be moving up there, and Anticity is going to yield this objective, so he's probably going to sweep around this way. He'll hold it a little bit longer, but then he's going to sweep and start cutting off reinforcements, and then when Nurgle goes for the middle, he comes like this. That is typically what you would see from this type of play. All right, guys. Devoted Marauders of Slaanesh are going to be hanging out. Objective number 3 is here. Nurgle still has not gotten it, and this is one big tactic that you see from Slaanesh is they'll attack your backlines, and it forces you off the objectives, because then you come back here to try and help, but it takes you away from the really important fight. I think Mr. Rizak is making some considerable misplays. He really should be allocating all of his efforts to stopping the bleeding, but he's just going to lose if he keeps playing like this. He's playing very well, considering, and he is very high up on value, but again, Slaanesh is getting a ton of picks and disintegrating a lot of these demons on their own. And yeah, here comes some more Hellstriders down here with Hellscourges to try and fight it out. Bringers of Beguilement are going to be pretty devastating here. The magic damage is going to be very, very nice. My dog is ripping and tearing at my floor mat back here. You gotta love to see it. She's a true cornhound, that's for sure. But another Rancid Visitations, very nice. Potentially going to be getting this demon down to the state of low leadership. Probably not a kill. Down to 384 HP, so that feels pretty good for Mr. Rizak. I wonder if he's going to have any late game shenanigans, like calling out like the Rotting Riders to try and steal the outside objective. Uncle Frunkel with Defiling Deluge. Very good here. That'll do a bunch of damage against the Bringers of Beguilement. Plague Bear is moving up as well. And Nurgle is getting momentum. I mean, look, if the points were 3,000 to win, Nurgle might actually win this game. But that's not how the game works. It is up to 1,500 points. Pestigore is called out, making a mad dash for the objectives down here. Uncle Frunkel and company. Oh my god, the beast. Uncle Frunkel and company are not going to be able to get this objective. And this game is basically just over. This is like textbook Nurgle versus Slaanesh. Nurgle can trade on value okay if they just stay in a really tight formation, but you always just get outmaneuvered and lose out on objectives. Now, Slaanesh is definitely still top 3 factions in the game, in my opinion. Nurgle is a really solid mid-tier faction, but this is not a great matchup for them. Typically, Slaanesh, you need to have your own mobility to kind of keep up with them. You know, the Kislev, Bretonia are some of the factions that do very well against them these days, but those factions are not going to be in play here. Rizak could have gotten objective 3 early if he had moved his whole army up and might have some time, but I still think it would be a losing fight. Anticity is bleeding him out right now. You'll see that Kugath is just kind of mouth-breathing in open field, and the Bringers of Beguilement are basically just killing everything here. Yeah, so chewing up the Beasts of Nurgle. Uncle Frunkel has seen better days as well. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to be all she wrote. GG. Well played. 1,400 points. Anticity showing how much of a menace he can be on Slaanesh. He said he was going full sweat today, which I understand. He wants some tournament practice, and he has frickin' won. GG, well played. Fun stream today, guys. Really cool matches. You got to see some weird shit, like the Elemental Bear. You got to see some meta sweat. But yeah, good times. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today. The Beast demands... Oh, she left. Okay, maybe she's not demanding things anymore. But I know it's going to get a W-A-L-K. So that is what's going to happen. And yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Very well played to Mr. Rizaki. Played a great set of games, but that's just a tough one to draw. Slaanesh requires specific matchups to beat them. And Nurgle is not really great against him. So it's kind of Suffer City. All right, lads. If you enjoyed today's stream, all of you on YouTube, please do drop a like. It helps out a ton. See, there's about 900 of you guys, so let's pump up those rookie numbers. And for those of you guys on Twitch, consider following or subscribing if you enjoyed what you saw. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. GG, well played. See you around. And yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. Go pet your pets. Tell your loved ones you love them. Do all those important things, man. And yeah, I'll see you guys back streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming again during the day, most likely. We'll have to see. GG, well played.